All right, everybody. It's the semiotician here, and I had an existential thought today, which is that when this goes back to just being me, the channel's gonna get a lot worse. We got we got another really good guest on the show today. Uh, I mean, you probably recognize him, if not by his face, which is above mine, certainly by his Magic Online username Force Plus Blue Card. Um, I've got Michael Reed on today, who's been, crushing Magic Online recently. Some call him the sheriff. If he's the sheriff of the leagues, I'm the deputy. And you're not going to shoot the deputy today. And hopefully no one's going to shoot the sheriff either. Mike, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. Luckily, Shoot the Sheriff's not too good against this deck. It kills a Murktide Regent here or there, but it's only okay. I'm good. I actually fired up a Tempo Doomsday League for the first time in quite a bit in honor of this. I know that you had Artisan, Eric, aka Artisan, on, and he was repping the Doomsday, and I know that you have another special guest lined up for the Turbo video. So when you asked what we should record, I thought, let's do Tempo. I think that it's got a really interesting spot in the metagame, and I think that I've been really heavy on just playing Blue-Black Reanimator to prep for Eternal Weekend, but now that that's over, I've been kind of messing around with a little bit of everything, so yeah.
I noticed that you've been even playing Mystic Forge. What's up with that?
I asked Andreas, I decided to play a couple challenges this weekend, and I asked Andreas, what should I play? He's like, do you want to play like something in your wheelhouse or just like what I think would be the best for this challenge? And I was like, just hit me with what would be the best for the challenge. And he's like, register this Mystic Forge deck. And then I won the challenge with it. So that was pretty funny.
Mad respect.
But yeah, typically I am an anti Ancient Tomb gamer. I don't really enjoy the play patterns, and luckily the challenge win showed me even more so that I will probably never register that deck again. It was not very enjoyable. Even when you were winning, I lived up to my name of opening the broken hands.
Good.
And I beat, just one example. My opponent played a turn 1 Void Mirror out of Pox, and I had 3 of my what's the land that makes colored mana?
Oh, the Planar Nexus?
I had 3 Planar Nexuses between my draw step and my opening hand with a tower. So I just played right through the Void Mirror like with ease.
That's amazing. Yeah, I had Jacob Murray on my last video, and he was like, we were talking about Void Mirror, and he's like, it's actually not as good as you might think against Forge. And this was exactly the example he brought up, where you just jam it thinking you're doing good, and then your opponent's got multiple Planar Nexuses and just cast all their spells through it.
Yeah. And I had boarded out the Candelabra, so I Karn wished for Candelabra, and I just made even more colored mana. So I basically did my best High Tide impression and converted everything to colored mana, and it was pretty sick.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. That's awesome. Speaking of Andreas, you have a new guide out on the Eco Baronins. Is it called Metafy? That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, Metafy.
You want to tell folks about that?
Yeah, so actually Scott here had quite the hand in helping me edit and looking at some of the content, but I released a guide for Turbo, Tempo, and in Doomsday on Eco Baronin's Metafy, so feel free to head over there, purchase the guide, or subscribe, and it's included in his main $15 tier. The general concept of it is the Doomsday Discord's great. There's a wiki that has a lot of information in it. However, it's so much information, and this is something that I found when doing Doomsday content. It's rarely ever up to date anywhere because it's just so much changes along with the lists, the metagames, etc. So the wiki has a lot of ideas Unbound stuff in there, and so I wanted to create a baseline for Doomsday that was more current. Mm-hmm. So it has one of Wonder Pro's Turbo Doomsday lists in it. It has one of my Tempo Doomsday lists, and then it has the in Doomsday list that Eric, aka Artisan, I think it might be one card off the sideboard because I just grabbed a recent league list, but it's basically the same list that he top 8 at Eternal Weekend US with. And I went through the different types of Doomsday, be it Turbo, Tempo, and Entombsday, as well as some of the card choices and how to make decisions on cards you register between the main deck and the sideboard. And then also there's a map included. Obviously, I'm not huge on y'all just like using the map as like a Bible because I think that there's a lot of context, but it gives you an idea of if you look at a matchup where you board out a certain card, you probably can get an idea of how to approach the matchup. Like if you're leaving in all of your fast mana, you probably want to go fast in a matchup, for example, or if you're boarding it out, you probably want to take a slower controlling role. So I think that it's very nice in kind of directionalizing your thoughts with Doomsday, and then it also gives you some basic piles and just some additional insight into playing the deck. If you're good at Doomsday, I would say there's probably not a ton that you'll learn, maybe a little bit. Scott actually could probably tell you if he thinks you could learn anything from it if you're a decent Doomsday player, but I definitely think if you're a relatively new Doomsday player, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I loved it, honestly. When I read it over, it has the semi stamp of approval. Well, I don't know how much that means, but I really found it insightful, even having played the deck for a while. Like I haven't been playing Doomsday that long, only a couple of years now, and there's always like I find it's a deck that it never really hurts to review materials and go over different strategies, and even just looking at the sideboard mapping, like maybe there's certain, like for example, I remember looking at what you had suggested for Wizards with Turbo Doomsday, and I was like, that's like actually a little bit different than what I was doing, and so like that's helpful as well to kind of compare your own strategies against what Mike had offered up there. And so I think it's definitely worth checking out, especially if you're a new Doomsday player. I'd recommend any new Doomsday player, like 100%, pop over there and pick that up because there'll be a lot in there for you. And then even more seasoned Doomsday players might be able to, glean a few helpful bits of wisdom from Master Eureka here as well. So I think that's good. So yeah, I figure we got Artisan already on talking about Doomsday, which I think is a fantastic deck right now. I know that you've been jamming that a bunch when I search your name to go find a tempo list for us to play tonight. I noticed that you've been playing a lot of, quote, Sultai Reanimator, as MTG Goldfish calls it. And so I think that deck's fantastic right now. And then I had a comment in the last video about getting Wonder Pro on here, and that's something that's in the works. Probably going to wait until, I don't expect anything to happen with the bans on Monday, but I might wait until after that, so I know that there's at least some time before I get Wonder Pro on, and we'll do Turbo with Wonder Pro. So I thought we'd get Mike on tonight to talk about Tempo Doomsday. And I know that last year you were playing a bunch of Tempo Doomsday with Psychic Frog, and so this version of the deck, I guess, is an extension of that list. It lost probably one of its most powerful cards, but we still have Tamiyo and Inquisitive Student. Mike, why might one want to play Tempo Doomsday over something like Doomsday or Turbo Doomsday?
Yeah, I think the most obvious reason is it has a much better matchup against the tempo decks. Doomsday has notoriously has bad tempo matchups because decks that apply pressure in the form of damage plus disruption to your mana in the form of Wasteland plus counter magic they have all the pieces that you need to interact with Doomsday in kind of a profitable way. Mostly the red-based ones. Lightning Bolt when you cut your life to 10 with your spell at the absolute most. When you're cutting yourself down to 10 life at absolute most, and your opponent has a 3/3 Dragon Rage Channeler or a Delver of Secrets, plus even like a Lightning Bolt in hand, it asks a lot because you have to win the game after that. Street Race sometimes are turned off completely, or there's a risk in utilizing them post Doomsday. Passing the turn is a huge risk because of them being able to attack. So tempo decks can just be very tricky to beat with Turbo Doomsday. And then on top of that, the same goes for Entombsday. Entombsday's advantage is you can sideboard out of Turbo Reanimator in some matchups into Doomsday, but sideboarding into a worse matchup is not ideal, and your main deck doesn't have as much flexibility and tools that a normal blue-black Reanimator, if you will, would, like no Barrogoyfs for the tempo matchups and that type of stuff. So both versions, Turbo and Entombsday, struggle quite a bit, specifically against the red-based tempo decks. Mm-hmm. And this one, is unique in the sense that it still has all the fast Doomsday cards in it. It has Lotus Petals, Dark Rituals. It has the Consider Lion's Eye Diamond Piles. But then it also has a full play set of 4 Barrowgoyfs in the sideboard, which are incredibly good against the tempo matchups, the red tempo decks. And then you also get to play cards like Carpet of Flowers, which stabilize your mana against Wasteland. And then you can basically sideboard out Doomsday completely in some matchups that Doomsday is not going to get the job done, and just go into a blue-black tempo deck. But the difference is instead of playing like an overloading amount of removal, you're speeding out your Barrowgoyfs on turn 1 with Dark Ritual, or you're speeding out some of your other threats just much quicker than the blue-black tempo decks are, which makes them much more potent. Barrowgoyf against the red decks like Painter on turn 1 is much better than Barrowgoyf on turn 3. So you have some other advantages of having fast mana. So you're basically turning additional interaction into fast mana, but that's kind of the reason in a nutshell of why you would want to play Tempo Doomsday.
So we got like if we look at the deck basically from like the Force of Wills over, like here, this is pretty close. I guess you could move Veil of Summer. This is pretty close to a Turbo Doomsday deck. Like you find like all these cards, maybe not Quantum Riddler, are in most versions of Turbo Doomsday. Turbo Doomsday might have a few more Thought Seizes. You might be playing Personal Tutor, so you have like 8 copies of Doomsday, 4 of them being virtual. So we're kind of giving up, I guess, on some cyclers, maybe 1 or 2 Thought Seize, some Cabal Rituals, some Personal Tutors, and in place of those cards, we're getting Veil of Summer, Tamiyo, Orcish Bowmasters, and Murktide Regent. What's the rationale, I guess, first on the breakdown of creatures here?
Yeah, so there's a couple of things. One is you're going to be putting Doomsday on the stack a little bit slower on average. Not a lot slower, but you can sometimes be putting it slower. So cards like Orcish Bowmaster help kind of block up the ground, right? It's really good at doing a couple of things. Orcish Bowmaster is really good at helping block up the ground to create a little bit of room between your life total and your opponent's creatures. So that way, if you resolve a Doomsday on turn 2 or turn 3, you still have some agency in protecting your life total, so you can still win the game after you pass the turn. In addition, think of what Bowmaster does. Bowmaster punishes cantrips. And so when you're a combo deck and you put a Bowmaster into play, your opponent now, if they're playing a blue cantrip deck, has to remove it usually. Usually they don't play through it. Usually they remove it. And so if they're spending their cantrips to find a removal spell instead of Force of Wills, it opens up a lot of room for you to resolve Doomsday because you're not as worried about counter magic because they're cantripping for removal spells. And if they're not or don't find it, then your Bowmaster can go a really long way. And the second threat that we include that's not Tamiyo is Murktide Regent. And Murktide Regent, first of all, is just the best 1-card combo from a creature standpoint. It can end the game completely on its own because of its power and the evasion and flying. And so with or without Bowmaster, Murktide Regent, that's a 6/6, 7/7, 8/8, something like that, can end the game in 2 to 3 attacks. And then when you add Bowmaster in there and the pings that Bowmaster does, plus maybe an attack or 2, you really, really clean up the ability for a Murktide to end the game. Tamiyo is kind of multi-purpose. So Tamiyo is a lightning rod for removal, which does kind of the same thing that Bowmaster does in the sense that it forces the opponent to answer it very quickly, whether already out of their hand, which means I know it sounds kind of interesting, but if your opponent swords your Tamiyo on turn 1, they're not casting a cantrip to find a counterspell. They're not casting one of their combo cards if they're playing Cephalid Breakfast. So it's not just as simple as, well, that you got a swords that would have otherwise done nothing, because you're getting their turn as well, which is really important. And then if it goes unchecked, it allows you to play kind of the control role in the matchup where you're just drawing cards off of Tamiyo, and then you will have too many resources for your opponent to keep up with you. And clues can do cool things like you can put LED in your pile, and then you can crack a clue using Lion's Eye Diamond to get up on a card when you start the pile. Tameo also lets you pick up a card from the graveyard, and if it's green, you get a mana back. So one of the cool things you can do with Tameo is you can flip Tameo, then resolve Doomsday. And if you Edge of Autumn and then pick up Edge of Autumn, it generates an extra mana. So this is important because you can get an extra black mana to cast a Thoughtseize. So you can go like Thoughtseize into Thassa's Oracle, or if you're sitting on very few lands, like only one land, you're able to pick up Thassa's Oracle plus Cavernous Souls in the same turn with one card. So there's a lot of really cool ways that Tameo both minusing as well as creating clues is both beneficial. And then even in addition, something as simple as casting a Doomsday and then they force it. Well, Tameo can just pick the Doomsday right back up. So you can do cool things like just pick up your combo cards as well, or your Force of Wills or whatever.
Absolutely. No, that's this is perfect. I think that Tameo is also just it's such the talk of the town right now. Like everybody thinks it's egregious. Everybody, it's got that like Deathrite shaman type, maybe I didn't play during Ragavan too much, but the Ragavan vibe where it's like you kind of need to kill it like on site in a lot of cases, or even if it's not correct to do so. I think there's a general feeling that the card is so good that we have to try to kill it on site. And like you were saying, that is really good for us because it means they're not only spending a card in their hand, but they're also spending a turn and time and resources to answer this card. And so I always use the analogy of like the fog of war that Tameo kind of creates.
I also missed something really important in this deck, which is not true in almost any other Tameo deck. You can flip it on turn one very reasonably. So you have Lotus Petal, which means that you can Lotus Petal Brainstorm after you cast Tameo, which sounds like, oh, you have Lotus Petal land, Tameo Brainstorm. But that's like an extension of having Dark Ritual Doomsday in your hand, right? Like it doesn't matter if it's like the most often, it happens. Yep. You also have cool things like if you're on the draw. So if you're on the play, this doesn't work because you have to draw 3 cards in the same turn, but your draw step counts as 1. So if you're on the draw, you could even go like Tameo, Ponder into Street Wraith, and then Cycler. And you can cycle to flip it, or double Cycler comes up, or cycle Petal Ponder, or any combination of those things. So you can flip Tameo on turn 2 like very reasonably, and on turn 1 you can do it because you play Lotus Petals in your deck and Cyclers in your deck.
This is awesome. I actually hadn't even thought of the draw case. That's really neat. Where you've already drawn a card
sometimes you accidentally mess up that line because you're on the play and you're like, I can flip it, and then it doesn't flip, and you're like, what just happened?
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Why one Thoughtseize, one Veil of Summer split?
So the general thought with Thoughtseize, Thoughtseize is a card that I want to have for a pile. There's a couple of reasons. One is cards like Dress Down. One is cards like Consign to Memory. I know that's post board typically, but there's cards that only a discard spell can answer, which is why I want one in there just in case I need it for a pile. It's another piece of interaction, so I don't necessarily see it as a random one of, because like it's kind of like a Day's Force of Will. It's another piece of interaction, but it is there for pile purposes if I need to answer something. It also is better when you pick it up with Tameo than Force of Wills. So you can do things like Thoughtseize, pick up Thoughtseize again, and it's way less resources than picking up, and you can do that in a pile, right? When you have like a lot of lands in play if it's late game. So you can pick out like 2 counter spells with 1 card, where you can't beat 2 counter spells with 1 Force of Will and a minus on Tameo. So there's things like that. And then the Veil of Summer is also pretty similar. So there's some situations where you want to be able to beat, like, I'm trying to think of some of the interactions, but there's reasons that you might want to build it in a pile. And then also, again, it's just another piece of interaction. So look at it as like you have your forces, you have dazes, and then you have like Thoughtseize and Veil that protect Doomsday roughly the same way, but they add a little bit of context in terms of how you can put them into piles if needed. And since you're already in green, it is a reasonable thing to include as one of the protection spells.
Awesome. Yeah, I think one case is you can play through Bowmasters with Veil of Summer, and you can even like brainstorm into Veil of Summer. The Bowmaster triggers go onto the stack. Like the brainstorm completely resolves, so you can, draw into brainstorm. You could even like Edge of Autumn, Bowmaster Trigger on the stack, Brainstorm, 4 Bowmaster Triggers on the stack, Brainstorm into Veil, and then clear all of the Bowmaster
Yeah,
triggers.
you can even do things like against the Bowmaster, you can cycle Edge, and then with the triggers on the stack, you can cast Veil, and then you can pick up Edge with Tameo, and that can be your Thoughtseize, but it's not Thoughtseize in that spot. It's an Edge of Autumn that protects you from Bowmaster. So if it's like a Bowmaster deck without Force of Will, Thoughtseize taking a counter spell is kind of the same as like building in the Veil of Summer to protect you from the Bowmaster. So yeah, that's a great example.
Awesome.
Veil of Summer also protects Tameo from removal spells.
Great.
Which is interesting. And it protects Murktide from Brazen Bars. It protects your Bowmaster from other Bowmasters, which is pretty cool. Like it has a lot of random use cases also.
Great. Thank you. What would you say to someone who is like, we're playing a black deck in Legacy, we should be playing more than one Thoughtseize? So like what do you think is different about, so like Reanimator, for example, plays 4 Thoughtseize, Blue Black Tempo plays 3 to 4 Thoughtseize, I'm pretty sure, in most cases. What is it about Doomsday, in your view, that means maybe we shouldn't be maxing out on a card like Thoughtseize?
First, I'd say find me the slots, because that's the number one complaint in this deck. It's hard to find the slots. The second thing is you are a much more proactive, like asking the questions deck than a lot of decks. And so when you're the proactive asking the questions deck, you don't necessarily need Thoughtseizes as often, because your Tameos require counters, your Bowmasters require counters in some situations, your Doomsday certainly require counters. And so when you look at how the deck's built, the deck is kind of playing all of the best cards. And so your opponent is asked a lot of questions, and casting Thoughtseize is more of a reactive / protect myself from dying / interaction for you. It does clear the way for a combo, but not quite the same as a Daze on a turn 1 Dark Ritual Doomsday does, right? Like Daze turn 1 is very good, and Tameo turn 1 requires an answer. So if you look at it, like, you also need to find the time to cast Thoughtseize, which can be a little bit challenging as well when you want to cast creatures.
Right. Perfect. Thank you so much. I just thought I would ask you that question because I feel like a viewer might wonder. And so I think it's good to ask these sorts of questions.
Absolutely. When we 0-5 this league, maybe we'll go back to the drawing board and add some more Thoughtseize.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll be like, we would have won if we knew what was in our opponent's hand or something.
Exactly.
You've got Quantum Riddler. This is a card that I know some Doomsday players, they were playing a bunch when it first came out, and now some of them seem to be shying away from it. I like that it seems nice in this deck because it's another creature. It's pretty strong at like beating endurance. When you're low on resources, you got Dark Ritual, which you can use to cast it. If you're even like Hellbent or your hand's kind of shit, you can like cast it right out of exile with your Lion's Eye Diamond. It adds Devotion to Oracle, so it's kind of like a draw 2 that adds Devotion. Is there any kind of special secret sauce with this card in this deck, or those are mostly the main things?
Yeah, honestly, I haven't played with it a ton. I just started playing with it in Turbo, but I figured if Turbo plays it, we're a creature deck, we should play it. But honestly, I think the biggest reason is just that it does a lot of, like you said, the protection, the drawing on empty piles. You also play Carpet of Flowers in the sideboard, so like in certain blue matchups, you can reasonably cast it. And it enables, because you're a creature deck, you have sometimes where you're on the creature plan, and then you draw Doomsday alone, and it's a great card to start the base of Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
And also pretty funny with Tameo in your deck, you can actually go Tameo and flip it with that card too. So there's some other like pretty weird interactions that can happen with Tameo in your deck. But I just find that it works. It's worked pretty well so far, but I haven't played it a ton. I did just include it. So if you want to play a second Thoughtseize, you could probably cut that for a Thoughtseize if you want.
Yeah, let's riddle our timbers. I like the idea of Riddler. And it's a card that I need more. I screw this up. There's lots of videos of me just like playing this card and just like losing because I put it in my pile. So hopefully we don't do that tonight.
Yeah,
Uh,
I just beat someone who surgicaled my Doomsdays by casting a Quantum Riddler in the last game. So
it's great. One time I put it in off of a show and tell. My opponent just had an omniscience, but we had like a force fight, so they had to pitch their like Atraxa or whatever. So I just had a Riddler and they had an omniscience, but they passed the turn and I almost killed them with the Riddler. They
nice.
naturally top decked the Emrakul on like the last possible turn. That was a sad experience. Anything else about the main deck you want to talk about before we just briefly touch on the sideboard?
No, I mean I think the mana base is always a little awkward in Bug.
Mm-hmm.
You're only playing the Veil of Summer main. You have two green lands, only one basic, so the little bit of weirdness is in fetching. Double blue or or triple black. The Tropical Island's another blue only source that doesn't cast Doomsday off 3 lands. The
Yep.
Bayou's a card that doesn't cast Thassa's Oracle or Murktide Regent. So you just have to keep that in mind when you're fetching. The
Mm-hmm.
trifecta of Underground Sea, Bayou, Trop gets you everything you need, but against Wasteland decks, you just have to be careful in how your fetch patterns go because you
Right.
can end in some weird spots. The other weird one is like Veil Thoughtseize cantrip. It can be a little bit awkward in terms of fetching two of the dual lands, or Carpet of Flowers plus Veil. You need double green, so there's some weird situations. So you just have to kind
Right.
of get used to the fetching patterns.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll try to be careful about that as we proceed tonight. But yeah, that makes sense to me. Like usually in Turbo, we might be playing basic Swamp over the Bayou. And then the like Tropical Island comes at the cost of the second Undercity Sewers or the fourth Underground Sea, and that just means that there's an extra land in your deck that doesn't cast Doomsday naturally, like Mike said. So yeah, it's good to. But those are like I think the main differences between the main Turbo mana base and then this mana base. Uh, you got two oracles in the main deck, which I like. I think double oracle piles are pretty strong these days, and I've been going back to oracle over the Jace oracle split in the main deck. But I do still like Jace for Kozilek's command, disruptor flute, doorkeeper thrall. There's various reasons we might want to Jace our opponent these days. So I think it's still good to have access to. Um, my favorite part about this deck is I think these two Carpet of Flowers, Mike, because I played a list at Eternal Weekend that I didn't have the Bowmasters or the Murktides in the main, but I was playing Tamios and I did have like a creature sideboard package with the Barrogoyfs. And I found that against the blue decks, a lot of the reasons why I lost the matches that I did was because I was pinched on mana. And I often found myself thinking, if I had a Carpet of Flowers, I might have been able to like cast my Barrogoyf with Flusterstorm backup or whatever it may be, right? And so I think that Carpet might be the kind of missing piece um, for making this whole like mana hungry Barrogoyf sideboard package work. Uh, I've seen other people play three, but two carpets is in your estimation a good number.
It, honestly, the hardest part about this deck, if you build it, is the slots. It's so competitive for slots in the deck. There's a million things that I would like. I'd like more removal spells. I would like a third carpet. I would like not to have to play the Jace. But with Consign to Memory picking up in popularity,
Mm-hmm.
with the Disruptor Flutes, the other cards you've talked about, I feel like the Jace is kind of required, even though I'm not a huge fan. The Graveyard Hate, I'm a combo deck. I would prefer to play very little to no Graveyard Hate in my combo deck, but you just kind of have to play the Graveyard Hate. But another Veil, another Carpet, more removal, those are the three things that I would play. I think the Thoughtseize you could cut. If you're very comfortable, you could potentially cut the carpet for another, or the Thoughtseize for another carpet. But when you want to be the combo deck against certain decks, like that's where you want all your good sideboard cards. Like you want, if you could have four fawns where you want to be Turbo Doomsday, you would have four fawns in your sideboard, right?
Yeah.
Like where you want to be the Turbo Doomsday deck or the Tempo Doomsday deck, you always want more, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
you're not the whole deck.
Right.
So it's always going to feel really tight because of that, because you would want more turbo cards, you would want more tempo cards so you can shift even better. But that's the problem. You can't have everything unless we make Yo Ryan or something like that.
Right. Right. No, this makes sense. I think I mean, I totally agree. I think we've got a lot of the bases covered here though. Like we have Force of Negations for like I don't know, Chalice of the Voids and opposing combo decks, things like that. I think these are pretty good. The Graphiger's Cage because they're pretty good against Reanimator, but then also against Green Sun Zenith decks. Barragoyf, I love this card, and I think if we have extra creatures in the main deck, it makes even more sense to jam it, especially for Cutter and the red decks like you had mentioned before. Veil of Summer, I mean for blue black things, Carpet of Flowers for more mana, and then Abrupt Decay, Fatal Push. Abrupt Decay kills a number of problematic permanents in addition to pesky creatures, whereas Fatal Push kills pesky creatures slightly more efficiently. Is there anything you wanted to note in the sideboard, Mike?
Yeah, the reason that it's Cage over something else is because in a lot of the blue black matchups, including like blue black Reanimator, you don't want them to reanimate your threats or their threats, and so Cage stops them from reanimating your Barrogoyfs.
Good.
For example, whereas all the other graveyard hate cards are just too narrow to protect against that. And you don't necessarily want to, if they're not on Bowmasters, you can stay on Doomsday, but you don't really want to necessarily, sometimes you want to pivot off of Doomsday, but it's a risk without Cage being the specific graveyard hate card you're playing. Also, you're a bit of a slower Doomsday deck, so against the decks like Oops All Spells and some of the degenerate graveyard decks, you would rather have like hate that sticks in play, that gives you more time to win the game.
Right. Perfect. Yeah,
everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, you did a good job explaining everything else.
Cool. Yeah, I like that about not having your own stuff get reanimated because that can be a pain in the ass.
And especially if you're playing the Quantum Rizzler too, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You don't want to get that. You don't want to get riddled. You want to riddle your opponent. So
exactly,
I understand. I don't know, brother. You ready to try to 5-0 or 0-5?
Let's do one of those two.
Okay.
Anything else would be disappointing.
Indeed. All right. I lost some play points forcing Storm and Cube, so we really need to pull it through here, Mike.
The only time I ever play Cube is at the end of the season because I have so many extra QPs that I just want to burn them. So I get all my Cube fix in at the end of the seasons.
Nice. Yeah, I love Cube. I've actually been jamming some of the Arena powered Cube these past couple days, and it's pretty fun. I haven't been on Arena in a long while, so I was screwing up the interface and whatnot. But if anyone's interested, I've got a couple bonus couple drafts I'm going to be dropping once I get around to editing them. So, but this is going to take priority over that. But I think it's a great format. There's a lot of sweet stuff in there right now.
How many of the Arena only players don't know how to take the good cards?
The first few times, because I was in the bronze ranking, and so some of the games were pretty crazy, getting some really late fetch lands. I wheeled some busted cards in a Reanimator draft that I did. I won one game because my opponent didn't seem to realize that the broadside bombardiers can also deal damage to your opponent. So I was dead on board. I was at 7. They could have just attacked me for 2 and sacked their Fable to dome me for 5, and I would have just been dead. But instead they they killed my one creature, and then I just won on the crackback. I've been doing some dumb stuff. It's been nice. A good time.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think the power is popular enough that they know that it's good, but I think there's some other really broken cards that don't exist on Arena, and if you don't play older formats, you might not realize how good the card is.
Exactly. There's also, dude, a Booster Tutor is in the draft, sick. And you get to open a pack of Cube.
Oh, sick! So you could get another piece of power or something out of it.
Exactly. Yeah, I Booster Tutored. The other day I had it in my Reanimator deck, and I cast Booster Tutor, and then the pack was shit, but there was another Booster Tutor in it, so I Booster Tutored for Booster Tutor, and then Booster Tutored again. It was awesome.
Hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, that card's super fun to play with because you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, that's cool. Dude, these legacy queues have been taking forever lately. I don't know why. I think I had some 6-minute queues, 8-minute queues.
Wow.
There's 500 people in it.
Thank God we have I have someone to talk to.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, this was your second Eternal Weekend?
Second Eternal Weekend. Yep.
Okay. How'd it compare to the first for you?
I think,
Results aside.
yeah, results aside, definitely. I mean, I did really good the first time, sucked ass the second time, but I had a lot of fun this time because I like knew more people. So
Okay,
like,
yeah.
like I like chatting with you and meeting people like Larson and Jared and yeah, I kind of like after I scrubbed out, ended up focusing more on the gathering part,
Yeah,
which
this
I
this is
liked a
this is
lot.
the bug mana base in its
Right
full
here,
glory.
absolutely no bueno here. Uh, we'll mulligan
Yeah, it's
this.
so close to wanting to keep it just because if you find a blue land, you have days plus Tameo flip, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel
I think
like we
this
might
one's
not.
better.
Yeah, this is all
It's still not
right.
great, but it's better.
What do you want to bottom here?
What do you want to bottom?
Hmm. Maybe Veil, but I'm not sure. What do you?
I think it's just the edge of bottom. I think I'm
The
bottoming
edge
the
of
edge.
bottom?
Because if you want to, yeah, I think I'm
Yeah,
just
true,
bottoming the edge
true,
of
true,
bottom.
true. Because we are nowhere near Doomsday. This is a dead card. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess I
And
was
you
thinking,
can get Bayou off the fetch if you decide you want to like veil something.
right.
Sand's not great, but maybe we'll draw something good. Or we'll get
Hopefully,
cooked. It's
hopefully,
fine.
brother. We can force a balustrade spy or something.
That's true. What, did our opponent mulligan? Yeah.
Yes. Can you see
Just
everything
once.
all right, by the way? It's
Yep, I can. It's
awesome.
looking good. Urza Saga's not the card we want to see to start with this hand, but that's okay.
It is not.
I mean, if it's followed up with the Ancient Tomb, for sure it's not. But let's see.
Hmm.
Okay. I think we're inclined just to thought seize them.
Yep. Off UC.
They're not a deck. They're not a deck that we're gonna want to Veil a Summer with Urza Saga typically, and they're not not usually a wasteland deck unless it's lands, but that would be a weird start from lands.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to start generating spells for this Murktide Regent, so I think
Yep.
I would just cast Thoughtseize.
You want to do it off Underground C?
Yeah,
Makes
definitely off
sense.
Underground.
Keep
Sea.
that double blue open for our
Yep.
Oracle potentially. Oh, joys.
Okay, so this is the new deck. This is actually it's about as good as it gets. We can take the Pinnacle Emissary.
Mm-hmm. They've got
Although they're gonna play Ancient Tomb, so there's an argument just to take another card from them because they're gonna take Ancient. They're gonna play Ancient Tomb. However, I think the way we win this game is by finding a Doomsday or making a really large Murktide Regent. I think it's close. I think the fact that they're not gonna play Seat next turn means they might just hold all three of these cards, but I think we're still just supposed to take Pinnacle Emissary.
Okay. Yeah, I think I would probably take the Emissary as well. We could like if you don't think they're gonna play this, we could use this as the blue spell to cycle our Veil as well. To get another
The
card into the
following
graveyard.
turn, but
the following turn, yeah.
But by that, they're gonna have boots and stuff, and we're gonna start taking a million
crushed.
damage. So I think we gotta kind of get going.
Yep. I'm down. Alrighty.
I do think the point about the blue spell is very relevant because this Veil of Summer is like pretty meh in this spot.
Mm-hmm. And this version doesn't play Chalice typically, right? Because
Correct.
you're warping this card for one.
Right. It is a little annoying that we took that and now they're incentivized to play out these because a Bowmaster off the top no longer kills the first construct. But that's okay. There's a ritual, so we're kind of doing it.
Getting there. Just pass, I suppose.
Yeah, if we draw a blue land, then we could Dark Ritual out the Murktide Regent.
I love it.
Yeah, but
yeah, we're gonna get.
I have a feeling we're gonna have to, now that we know what we're playing against. This deck has a very hard time against fast Doomsdays. So now that we know what we're playing against, we're gonna just have to keep a more responsible hand.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
Yep.
This deck thrives against beating a random Force of Will or a random like removal spell. That's the reason this deck's good. So especially when we don't have wastelands or anything like that. So I think this is just a you drew the wrong half of your deck against the wrong matchup in the blind, and it's not panning out. But
yeah, these things will happen. We also didn't have like our plan was pretty like not die rather than being proactive, and we probably
Yeah,
want to be
exactly. And we're playing
proactive.
against the deck that's just doing stuff. Yeah, I think getting boots here is just the obvious choice for them. I think it's interesting that they're considering anything else. I think boots seat equip boots is like just the easy decision here. And then
Yeah.
play the bauble and get in for like 9 or something. We're dead next turn.
Yep. I mean,
But
it's even
I
so
would be
close to
happy.
Halloween. You got to dress up that construct with the cowboy boots, you know?
Exactly. I would be happy if they get anything besides boots because I think it gives us more time than we deserve.
Well, one can
Maybe we
hope.
can have the sickest ever brainstorm next turn. Maybe we draw brainstorm and we hit Tormod's Crypt.
Brother.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Are we dead next turn without it? We're taking 6 and then 12. I guess we're dead anyway.
Yeah, we're
but
cooked.
All right. Let's draw a brainstorm. Are we dead if we can put this Murktide into play? Does that change our play at all? Are we supposed to cycle this Veil of Summer? Oh, let's cycle the Veil of Summer right now.
All right.
Doomsday.
Here we go. Yeah, we need to draw Doomsday here, then like any
A
draw.
cycler or a cantrip. Yeah.
Well, maybe not
Cycler
any draw.
Brainstorm.
Yeah, Cycler Brainstorm.
Yeah. So you're saying there's a chance. That's not the one we needed. I think we're dead next turn anyway, so I like just letting this resolve and hoping that Brainstorm saves us.
Okay. No world where we want to put force into our graveyard for this Murktide.
So if we force pitch force here and then we play Murktide Regent, we do buy ourselves a turn. But to what end? I guess we have the Murktide and the Thassa's Oracle, which is 2 cards to put back to Brainstorm anyway. So I guess it's probably fine. Yeah, I guess it's probably fine. Force pitch force, not to show them what we're doing though.
Yep. Yeah. I'm kind of here to try it, I suppose. But yeah, good call on making sure we still have cards to tuck back off the brainstorm that we like have to draw. Let's hope that there's not a Doomsday card on top of our deck as well.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate because we can't cast it here. Okay. So Tamiyo block. What does that do for us here? It buys us 1 more turn to draw a sick brainstorm. I think it's like probably fine. Like, I mean, it's our only real option, so I think we should just do that. Technically, playing Thassa's Oracle's better, but then we're giving it away. I'm fine.
We could have Thassa's Oracle looking for that brainstorm.
But I think that's giving up a little more equity than we need to. Although this is Dark Ritual is giving up a lot here, so I forgot that they had that bubble, but that's okay.
Oh yeah, they did see it. Damn it!
I wanted them to see the Murktide.
They did shrink their brother, so that's cool. Memory Guardian.
Okay.
Growing pains. Boom.
We are in the abyss.
Blocks your uncle.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's draw a sick brainstorm.
It's gonna be the Semiotician and Eureka getting clowned.
We are getting clowned.
One time. Eureka. Okay.
I mean, cast the Ponder off the Trop. Let's just do it for shiggles.
I like it.
All right.
Kind of want to kill myself with these these street rates. We won't do it.
I want to too. All right, let's go. We're out of here. Let's
get out of here.
All right, let's keep the good hands now.
Yep. What do you want against this artifact deck? I haven't played against this one too much, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I think the Fawns are well. The Fawns are reactive, not proactive, so maybe we don't want those. I think the Veil of Summer's fine. They do play 8 forces, and the Thoughtseize is fine. They don't play Consign to Memory typically. They typically just play. And they don't play Flute typically. They typically just play Fawn and Force of Will as the 8 cards.
Okay. So that's good. If they were like a Chalice deck, then we might want these Force negations. But because we know that this version with the Emissary is not a Chalice deck, these 2 cards seem good.
I think the Bowmasters buy us a little bit of time. I think if we're cutting threats, we really just want to be a Doomsday deck. So I'm kind of fine cutting the 2 Murktides and just saying,
Yep.
let's just be a Turbo Ear deck.
Yep. I think I'm fine with that.
You could bring in the Fatal Push for like Emery just to slow them down, but I think it's fine to not.
Mm-hmm.
The Tamios can be okay if they start with a Pinnacle Emissary start. So I think like this is mostly fine.
Okay.
We should just try this.
Let's do it. Dragons out. Powerful spells.
All right, let's open a good one.
Nice.
That's a good one.
Cool. We'll keep. We've got a turn to Doomsday with Days backup, and we've got a Cycler to crack into the pile. We play Polluted Delta and potentially Surveil, I assume. And they don't play Chalice, so there's no reason to play out our Petal.
Exactly. They also don't play Days. Days is another reason that sometimes you want to play out Petal.
True, yes.
But obviously they're not a Days deck.
Yep. And it's unclear whether they put us on Doomsday. They know some... Oh, no, they will put us on Doomsday because they saw the ritual. Right.
Yeah.
So they are
probably
with...
Doomsday. I can't think of any other deck that would play Dark Ritual. Storm, maybe, but we have Tamio. So I think we Surveil here to see if we find a Dark Ritual, then I'm potentially into dazing this, but it kind of just depends. Maybe not. Let's just see what we got here. Ooh, I still don't think we do. I think we can race this in almost every situation.
Mm-hmm.
I think we bottom this.
Bottom the Days.
Yeah, or graveyard it.
And let this Emissary resolve because we don't have the Dark Ritual. So, yeah. Well, let's hope they don't.
Yeah, Opal's a little scary.
Okay.
The fact that card alone, or Opal turns itself on with that card is absolutely crazy.
It's wild. A second
Another
Emissary?
one. Holy cow.
I mean, at this point, we're chalked into racing, right?
Yeah. That is
this kind of pops
hand.
off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
Oh,
good.
wow.
If they had another artifact,
if they had another artifact, that would be pretty
wild.
Disgusting. Luckily, they also don't have open mana, so this Daze is a Force of Will.
Let's draw a good card. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We could pick up a Force of Will now if we want to off of that. So off the Street Wraith afterwards. So let's just jam the Doomsday.
Alrighty. We're doing what we came here to do, everybody.
We're playing a tempo deck to cast the Doomsday.
Oh,
hopefully they only have one force, not two.
Pitch Sink into Stupor. We want to return the Underground Sea, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
We need our untapped lands.
No second force for you, friend. Yes.
Okay.
Now...
So, you're a Doomsday professional. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know, dude. Like, I kind of like the idea of getting my guest to do the hard work, you know? No, so, I mean, like, one thing we can do is, like, what you said. We can put Force of Will on top of our deck. So we're going to 9. We're guaranteed taking 2, going to 7. So Street Wraith will put us to 5. And then a Force Pitch Ponder would put us to 4.
And then we can edge Oracle.
Yeah.
And then we'll be good on 2 cards in deck. And that beats a Sink into Stupor. It beats a Force of Will. So it beats like 2 things. Whereas because we only have 3 cyclers, we have no way with 2 mana to beat both Sink into Stupor and Force of Will without getting a Force of Will. Because we could we can beat one or the other, but if we go for a Brainstorm pile, we lose to Force of Will, and if we go for a non-empty pile, we lose to Sink into Stupor. So I think that I would just the last 2 cards. Let's just hide like the Rizzler and or the. Is there a card we haven't showed him? The 2 Bowmasters maybe instead of the Rizzler.
Oh yeah, they.
I don't know. I think whatever you choose, I would just put 2 random cards on the bottom and then.
Because there's no world where we get another turn to edge into the second Oracle, so it makes sense just to go like this, practice. Yeah, I think I like having the Force on top. That makes sense to me. That's probably what I would do in this spot. So
yeah,
you're happy with this?
Yeah, I think this is fine.
All right.
They have 2 cards in hand, so them putting together Force plus Sink into Stupor, they need a mana source, Force and blue card, and Sink into Stupor, which is not possible. with only 3 cards. So, and 3 cards can't be double force. So we should have everything covered here.
Yep. All right. I like this. They already pitched a sink as well, so
Yeah. There's the
Saga's
Saga.
too
That's going to be a little
slow.
slow friend. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need that life. We're not about that life.
Booting up. Boots
Now
on
we
the
beat.
drone.
Yeah, they don't play consign to memory, but if they did, we would beat
They
one
beat it as
consign.
well. Yeah. It's looking pretty nice.
Well, we're not going gameless where we don't win a game.
No.
So that's nice.
All right.
Have you ever not floated blue mana before you cycle Ledger Bottom?
I think I usually do that. I fucked up the control key. I was gonna make a joke about me not floating blue there, though. Like, there's still time for me to mess this up, dude.
I think that's one of the few things that I've not done. I don't think I've ever done that. I've done plenty of mistakes, and I don't think I've ever not floated blue though, or like floated off of it.
Yeah, most of this channel is just me. Like every league, I at least do one dumb thing. So, you wouldn't make any changes being on the draw now. We just want to present the same.
Yeah,
the
I think
same
I
deck.
think we're good.
All right. Again, keeping good hands.
Yeah,
is
let's
helpful.
open a banger, as Larson would say.
I like that. That was a great episode, by the way. No,
Thanks. This is some sort of a banger, but
Yeah,
not
this is-
not the banger we want.
yeah, this is banging on the coffin door.
Exactly.
Wes
They mulliganed.
Mulligan.
All right, it's free. All right. I
Oh,
see
yeah.
Doomsday. I see land. I'm in.
You see Tameo. All right, let's keep. And
The what you put back, I think there's 2 choices for what you could put back here. I'm curious as to what you think.
is it Thoughtseize and Oracle? Or am I
think
completely wrong?
I think Bowmaster and Oracle are kind of the 2 that I would
Bowmaster
consider
and
getting rid
Oracle.
of. It's Thoughtseize is our only interaction, so I think we want to keep it.
Yep.
The Thassa being in our hand lightens up the requirement for resolving Doomsday,
Because it means we can just go to the cavern.
Bowmaster does save us a little bit of time, especially if we get into like an Urza Saga battle because we're a little slower here.
Mhm.
So I think I like putting back the Thassa for those reasons, but I think it's pretty close.
I'm cool with that. I like Bowmaster, I think, so potentially. All right, don't do anything too egregious. No way. Oh. Okay.
Okay. That one's actually good for our Bowmaster start.
Patel.
Or our Tameo, like we have blockers if we need them as an Emery. Oh. That's actually terrifying.
They're just going.
They only have 2 cards though, so it's not actually that terrifying. It's probably one more card, like a bauble. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm curious. I wonder if the last card's a bauble or if it's just like another land. It could be either. Yeah, it's just another land probably. Okay. So we have some choices. Let's see what we draw. That's perfect. I kind of want to consider here to find a land because pinging the Thopter and then blocking having 2 blocks on the automaton buys us quite a lot of time.
Yep. I'm here for that. You want to just consider right now? Or
I think you
wait?
can, just because there's no chance of like a random force on it or something and anything like that. Like I think it's just fine to do it. We're looking for a land first and then something else. I think we don't need that.
Yep. Okay.
That's not a bad one.
Not too
we still need to find a land, but that one's not bad. That's a way that you put together Dark Ritual stuff, right?
Yeah.
Brainstorm. Yeah, that's how you put together Dark Ritual with this Doomsday.
They just saw our brainstorm.
Okay. So they don't have double color for Pinnacle Emissary, even if they have like a petal, which is nice. That's kind of terrifying, but it's not. It's a little bit too slow for what we're hoping to put together. All right, Brainstorm, do what you do best. Let's put together some good ones.
We need the juice here.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be problematic for next turn. Woof.
With the old construct.
Yeah, woof.
Oh my
Torment
god.
script. Okay, they don't have land.
That's true.
So that's nice. So I'm wondering, like, in an ideal world, we find a land, a dark ritual, and we can like play Tamio to block once, and then we can win the following turn. That's like a perfect world.
Yep. We're taking 8.
Something along those lines, and then a way to draw another card. So let's see if we can put together that combination of things. All right, so we have options here. We can either Bowmaster, kill, and then block the automaton, and if they don't draw a land, they can't attack next turn. Or we can brainstorm and then play Tamio. Brainstorm and playing Tamio does better if we hit Dark Ritual plus a cantrip, because that wins us the game next turn, but it does worse if we don't put together the perfects. What are you thinking?
So the perfects is Dark Ritual plus Cycler?
Draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The Tamio's just chumping.
Yeah, now worth noting, we do get another card for our turn plus the brainstorm next turn, but we're not going to be able to put together that play with brainstorm is going to have to hit even better cards next turn, but we get a draw step. We could brainstorm off this blue, and finding like a petal plus a dark ritual lets us do some stuff with Bowmaster. I think the highest upside is casting Brainstorm right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of into that. We want to keep the...
I feel like playing Bowmasters is a better not lose situation, but I don't think that that's how we win.
Yeah, I'm here to try the Brainstorm. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, daddy.
Yikes. No black mana. This is not looking good for the home team. I think we might just be dead.
Yeah.
I think we're locked.
They don't even have blue mana to play a blue spell for us to draw.
We don't have green mana.
True.
Our mana, look at this is perfect, because we talked about the bug mana base and
not being good, and now we're showing it.
This is the bug mana base in all of its glory.
Well,
yeah, I think we're out of this one. Yeah, it's okay.
Just send pack it in.
We'll go next.
All right.
We'll go next.
Well,
your brainstorm powers are not strong enough.
No, dude, we should be on your account. It's all my fault.
If we were on my account, that would have hit Ritual Cycler
for sure.
Easily. Ritual Cycle Pedal.
Well, we still have time to give the audience the 05, which is good.
We do have time for the 05.
We're already doing worse than Artisan.
Yeah, I've been called a lot of things. Better than Artisan is not one of them. So, what are we up against now?
I don't know this name.
I don't know it either. I mean, we got stuff.
Yeah,
let's keep it.
All right,
let's keep it. We got stuff.
The mana base is beautiful today.
It's so bad.
Not again.
All right, well, we have a force for this one.
Oh, it's a chalice.
Yeah, let's force pitch one of our three brainstorms.
The many storms.
All right.
I feel like this is Eldrazi. I just got the feeling.
I would recommend like brainstorming into another force, pondering into another force. The fourth brainstorm, they'll never suspect it. All right, let's ponder.
Well, we can fuel up this dragon.
Yeah, I do like the dragon in this spot.
Okay.
All these parts are not good, but I think we end up keeping this days. I don't know. This is really close to. Maybe this is just a shuffle.
Yeah.
Look at the bug mana base, dude.
Yeah, we can't even cast the Murktide.
It is not disappointing at all. Yeah, let's shuffle this. This is incredible. All right, there's a sewers.
Oh, and it fuels the tide.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, the mana base is It's not looking good.
It's a work of art.
Oh, blue
Okay, so
post.
blue post,
This has to be a bit of a hard matchup.
stock up.
But they're all at 13, dude.
Wait, how are they on? Oh, they took 3-2-2. Got it. Yeah, you got it. They put one on bottom, so that's good. All right.
Good.
Our brainstorm, they don't play days and they can't use it anyway, so we can brainstorm first here.
Okay.
That's nice. I think we just put back the 2 non-fetch lands.
Yep.
And then we can play land and we can end step. We could potentially end step brainstorm, but let's see if we use this force.
Okay. We can also...
Otherwise, we could just surveil, honestly.
Yeah. Oh.
Let's force it.
Yep. Get out of here, friend. They have so many haymakers.
Yeah, their deck just jams Bomba into Bomba. Let's surveil.
We got to put the dragon down. Oh, I thought I almost didn't click on it.
Let's graveyard that, I think. Yeah, it's close. Okay. So we have a couple of options here now. I think we just slam dragon, but I just mean like after this turn. So let's just slam dragon first, pump it full, and then go from there.
Their ancient tomb puts them to 9. How lucky.
Yeah. We could brainstorm into another Murktide or something. It would be sick.
Just want to pass? Don't want to play Tamiyo? What are you thinking?
Interesting. Maybe we do play Tamiyo. They're at 9. If they play the One Ring, they have to draw some pretty perfects. And they don't have enough mana for... Yeah, I think I actually do like playing Tamiyo here.
What if they Ugin us?
2, 3, 4, 5. They'd have to have the tower. I think I'm fine playing Tamiyo.
Okay.
I don't think we're beating into Ugin anyway, to be honest. Like, the only way we beat Ugin is by brainstorming into another counterspell, which is just like, I think I'm fine on.
Yep.
This is much better at finishing the game from here.
Yep. It taxes their mana as well, so like a little bit.
The only downside is they can like command it, but if they command it, they're going to 9 for nothing. Oh, this is good for us.
That is really nice.
So they're at 9, which means if they don't find the tower or if they don't find the Nexus, they can't ring. If they find Nexus, they can ring. So now they have to tap everything just to ring. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine. Mm-hmm. So now we need to find like one counter spell maybe to end this game.
Okay.
Or they need to not find a ring, right? Because their hand kind of dead ends here.
Yes.
Ooh, the Rizzler. So have you ever Rizzler held priority brainstormed? You draw 4, put 2 back.
Yeah. I've done that. Oh, hold priority. Like
you draw 4 and then put 2 back. And then if it's like in this case, we don't have the extra mana, but if you had a dark ritual per se, you could still draw 2 off of the actual Riddler too.
I see. This is nice.
I think we just Riddler. Well, we have to attack first because it's going to flip Tamiyo.
Right.
Oh, yeah, to get the clue.
Clue could be good at some point.
Yeah, and then I think we just Rizzler here. Pick up our 2 cards.
Warpadaddy.
Flip Tamiyo. Okay.
Plus Tamiyo.
And then I think we probably just brainstorm here. Don't play the land yet.
Don't play the land, okay. All right.
Because if we find a fetch, we'd rather replace it. That's
baby.
Good. So we can just put back like LED plus Thassa's Oracle. LED first, then Thassa's Oracle, and then we can play land.
LED with Oracle
on bottom.
On bottom. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
And then we can play land.
Pass with force up. This is pretty good. They go to 6.
Okay. So we got to dodge some good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Force the 1 ring, the re-ring. Yeah.
7 cards in hand. Wow, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okie dokie. Dude, this deck. This
Yeah,
deck.
Fawns are good. Jace, I think, is good. They don't mess up
Uh-huh.
your mana, and they play stuff that matters. Thoughtseize is probably good. I don't know about Veil of Summer.
Do they
I'm
play
not
8
sure.
forces or just
I think they play 6.
okay? They play flutes.
I guess we could look at what you cut. Do you like being turbo in this matchup?
They have a lot of stuff that like clowns. It's like it's so hard to know. Like some decks play like a lot of Tishana Tidebenders. Some of them don't play as many. Like they have a lot of
Yeah, we could
cards
probably
that can
cut one of the
screw
street
with
race.
us. Mm-hmm.
We could probably cut one Thassa if we're bringing in
the
Jace.
Yeah, I like that.
And then we need like 2 more cuts. We could probably cut Basic Island.
Mm-hmm. I like that. What about
And then we could cut like a Daze on the draw.
Yeah.
I like Dazes in the matchup still, but I don't like 4. So I think we could cut a Daze.
For these. I mean, Dragon worked out nicely there. Bowmasters is pretty good against the One Ring, I guess.
It's okay against the One Ring. It's also just an okay against their Ancient Tomb stuff and helping the Murktide finish the game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do we want Abrupt Decay for Chalice of the Void?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's probably worth it. We could cut another Daze for because Daze doesn't counter Chalice on the draw.
Okay. Yeah,
I think that's fine.
I'm here for it. Wow, brother.
You are opening some bangers.
Bangers.
Larson, if you're listening to this, tell me if I had the right intonation. Let's put back the Doomsday.
Is there a proper intonation for banger?
I mean, I've seen Larson say this is a banger with Dread Return, Narcomoeba and Memory Journey in his hand, and I've seen it's a banger with the good cards in his hand. So there is some amount of it.
Great.
What are you pitching here? Jace or Brainstorm? If they have the Force back, I'd rather pitch the Brainstorm, but if they don't, then the Jace, obviously. I don't know. What are you thinking?
I was thinking of pitching Jace. It worries me though. It honestly worries me doing so. But I feel like
the Brainstorm. It has better vibes pitching the Brainstorm.
You have better vibes pitching the Brainstorm?
Yeah. Okay. I think it's a worse play, but the vibes are better. So let's pitch the Brainstorm.
We're only making decisions based off vibes tonight. It is a Doomsday After Dark.
If they force back, I am a genius. And if they don't, then say lovey. Yeah, they have the Force. They paused way too long.
Fascinating. And they're probably like, I'm not going to force because they pitched Brainstorm.
Exactly. We got ourselves.
Got them.
All right, let's play this Misty. This Surveil is gonna have to do a lot of heavy lifting. Although that is another land towards the Jace. Okay,
it is.
A Lotus Petal from Greatness is where we're at,
dude. Yeah, I want to just cast a Jace. Maybe we can just win with Jace without ever putting Doomsday on the stack.
Let's do it.
It's highly unlikely.
It could happen. I don't like your negative attitude. That's not good vibes.
I gotta get the better vibes.
All right, colorless land is good for us. There's the Chalice. Look at this. We're a genius. Brother. Okay.
Always make your decisions based off vibes. That's,
all right, Surveil. Yeah,
that's the number one claim in Eureka's guide. It's just.
But vibes are actually thousands of matches of practice. Exactly. Is where that comes from.
I don't think we need this old chestnut.
Nope. Look at the mana base, dude. It does not disappoint.
Nah, dude.
We're casting Doomsday eventually. All right. We still have another choice to pitch this Jace, but the problem is we are a full 2 black sources from resolving Doomsday because we can't draw Dark Ritual. Yeah,
we'll draw a Ritual. Don't worry. I can feel it.
I don't want to draw a Ritual.
Oh no, they have a Chalice. Right. We need Cabal Ritual. I forgot that the second Chalice resolved.
And we have to force this. It's a forced play. Yeah, great.
God.
This is cool.
They got the Jace anyways.
They got the Jace anyways. All right, black land number 2. That's awful.
Wizard.
We are drawing all good ones.
Yeah. I guess I'll wizard. Yeah. I could have named dragon, but
How do you feel about end step cycling this Veil of Summer so we could draw the Rizzler and draw 2 cards?
I mean, I'm kind of into that. We could just
Although the
could we
Abrupt
just do it?
Decay is in our deck, so I don't know.
Fascinating. Okay. They don't seem to have a lot so far as they cast. Oh no, good.
Okay.
A good.
Okay. Are we cycling it or are we holding it?
We could draw Riddler, then just cast it you know what I'm saying? Like, if we draw Riddler, we can cast.
Oh, because we have the extra land.
Riddler.
Yeah. I like that. Okay. Yeah. I forgot we had 3 lands. Yeah, that makes sense.
Riddler.
I'm just. Ooh, that's not a bad draw. All right. I'm just manifesting the Rizzler draw. That's what I was trying to do.
I understand.
It was the vibe situation.
This time we'll do it. We'll manifest. What is this?
What is this? Command? Oh, this Bowmaster's gonna be great if they're drawing a card. For 2? Okay, yeah. Just ping them.
Can't force me now, brother.
Just don't ping the token because it counters the ability.
Don't ping the token because it counters.
Because they can sack it in response, so it counters the ability.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, we ping them.
Yeah, ping them again. Bottom. Let's go, bottom.
To bottom. You're saying there's a chance. A Bowmaster and a dream.
A Bowmaster and a dream.
No.
Nope. Just increased our turn by a whole turn. All right. Well, they're probably going to chump block this the first time, but maybe not.
Damn it.
Okay. Well, that doesn't do anything. So let's just jam. We're no closer to casting Doomsday than we were 3 turns ago.
This is true. We drew the worst 2 lands.
Mana bases.
We're gonna draw the island, dude.
Yeah, I could feel it.
Basic island. Oh no, we boarded it out. We boarded it out.
Action.
We boarded out the island, Mike.
Oh, we're genius. We can't draw the island. That's perfect.
So I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
Did they just pass back to us again?
Okay, there's the second black land. Okay, we're doing it, chat. There's no chat here, but we're doing it.
I'll be your chat.
All right.
I sometimes say chat too, and I've never even streamed on Twitch once in my life. It's kind of
chat's like when you want like the worst possible opinion. Then you just say, "Chat, how's it going?" You know?
Yeah.
Give me the play. Maybe they'll keep bricking. They have continued bricking thus far.
No way.
I think that they would cast even a command main phase here, so I'm in on this.
Black Source. Oh no. What's this? Sink into super the token.
Oh, okay. That's very what's the word for it? A desperado.
Desperado.
All right, let's draw the black land.
Ooh,
that's a banger. All right, cycle the Veil of Summer. When I say cycle, I mean put it in the graveyard.
Get it to the yard. Oh, they have force?
Are
they going to force this? No, I'm kidding.
And then fetch a black land. And
fetch basic island. Can you imagine? Straight out of the
I really
sideboard.
wish that we thought about this Cavern of Souls a little more.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I did. I said dragon, but then I was like,
If they force it, I'm going to be really sad.
Yeah, they're definitely going to force this, I think.
You think so?
What else could they have in their hand? Just lands? Like,
yeah, it could be lands.
I guess.
You don't have the good vibes thought here. I need you to be a little more positive.
Sorry, I'm like super deprecating a negative Nancy. Oh, it's just in.
Oh, it resolved.
It's just in. I almost clicked through the attack. I almost clicked through the attack, but we need this attack.
They're blocking. They're blocking because it's lethal next turn. They're not blocking. All right. Okay. They got to block next turn.
You think they just have like 2 consigned to memories in hand or something? Oh, no.
Oh, no. Stock up. Sink. Okay. Fair, opponent. I see your hustle. Too bad we can almost cast it again. Third black land.
Third black land.
Whoa, dog. Sorry, 1
Okay.
second. My bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shit.
All right. So if we go ponder pedal, that doesn't
I think
do
it puts us
right?
one
We're
short. Yeah.
Okay, let's just send the attack. I do think for that reason that we're one short, we should still cast the ponder here, though.
Mm-hmm. I'm down with that. I just feel like okay, I'm being positive. Positive vibes. We will continue to tread water.
we're clearly hanging on the edge. Okay, I don't think that anybody questioned that. All right. We're such an idiot. Why do we keep casting spells into this challenge?
Dude. I know. The good old Chalizo. Okay, I will just hold the pedal, I guess.
Yeah, we can do that next turn.
Oh no.
They drew a good one. Oh no. Oh no, this is a wait, what is this? Thunder. Why didn't they max the thunderclap? Why didn't they big boy it?
Faith that they're gonna just hit the ring they need or something. Force of will.
Force?
Okay. What is this? Whoa.
Karn?
Okay.
Okay. I think that they're gonna W now. Well, they can't. Maybe they don't have a blue card for force.
Maybe.
Oh, they can just get an ensnaring bridge though. Yikes! I think we're cooked now.
Yeah.
We valiantly fought, but I think
we did. Even if we find a black source, right? Because
they can get lattice
they're
next
gonna
time,
lattice
or they
us.
get bridge,
Yeah.
or bridge next time. One of those two.
They just got the lattice now.
So lattice this time.
What if we? Oh, they have force though.
We could draw another Bowmaster, but they have force. All right, Street Wraith. Let's just cycle it. Maybe they don't get a bridge. I think we just we just cast the dragon anyway, right? There's no reason not to, and then we can concede if they got it.
Drop this pedal. I'm gonna cast the Thoughtseize as well to get a little more juice in the dragon. So we want it to be a 5/5.
Yeah, because that's lethal.
I believe.
Good call.
I assume they're just gonna force this and then lattice us, but
yeah.
Again,
they could also bridge. We could draw Abrupt Decay for a bridge though, if they bridge us instead of lattice.
That's
because it looks like they can't do both.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Right, yeah, they're one mana short.
Yeah, so if they bridge instead of lattice, then we could. Obviously, if they have force and just force here, we're donezoed. Okay. We'll go next.
All right. Now we're on the play.
I think we're fine.
Just keep it the same.
We could bring in one more days for something, but
it's a pretty egregious draw if the game goes long, but it is pretty good if it's in your opening hand.
Yeah. You could consider cutting the consider. But maybe this is fine.
Let's just run it back, vibes based.
Let's do it.
I'm here for a vibes. Ooh.
Okay.
I like this.
So do we Tamiyo on one, or do we ponder looking for a Force of Will for Chalice on one? That's the question.
We might have to force, but I'm not sure.
I think that's a coward's play. I think we should just play Tamiyo.
Play Tamiyo? Okay. Why are you asking then? Just tell me what to do. Like, we could find force plus a black land. But, I mean, getting this in, if they chalice us when we have a Tamiyo out, like, we can just draw for
That's what I'm saying. Then we can just cast Doomsday. Like, yeah.
We also have a juicy 3 lands here, which means we're pretty close to getting, like, a Jace pile. Or, like, a pile that has both of the cards. Yeah, so I'm just going to go Underground Sea, Tamiyo, no fear. They kept 2 chalices last time. This time,
They have none.
They have
That's just how
none.
math works. They had 2 last time. They can't have any this time.
Exactly. Oh yeah, see? See?
I knew it.
Good, good. Ooh. Well, make a clue.
I think we're just playing Delta for Blackland, and then, or do you want to flip the Tameo here?
Oh, did you like a double ponder?
Yeah. I think they're both defensible. I think maybe double ponder's better because they're going to start slamming threats faster than we can keep up.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of like double ponder.
You want
turning into another blue card plus a.
You want to fetch
plus,
first or anything, or ponder?
I think ponder first because they also another land lets them command our Tameo, so flipping it protects it from that too.
Mm-hmm. Edge or brainstorm could be interesting here.
I think we want the interesting. Yeah, I kind of want
edge
both
with
of those cards.
Edge
with Tameo flip is interesting. Yeah, I think we'll just take the edge and then fetch, and maybe we don't even ponder though. What if we just go like, oh, we want to flip it, we need to. Okay. What if we just go trop ponder, keep brainstorm? No, I think that's okay. We basically just have to find a blue card with this ponder, but I think that's pretty likely, so we can just do that. We can just fetch.
Yeah, okay. No fear. We'll find a blue card. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So now we can pick up second Tameo into Murktide Regent. I kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we can still have with Edge of Autumn next turn. We'll have double force up.
Mm-hmm. So you want to draw the force now or the Tameo?
I want to
draw
Tameo to pitch to force.
Pitch to force.
Then I want to draw Murktide, then force third.
Okay.
I want that force. We can actually even pick up that force off of a clue. Depending on the situation.
I like it.
So
Flipper the Skipper. Get our PhD. Seasoned Scholar. All right. I love Tameo. What a sweet magic card.
You can't wait for it to be gone, right?
I feel like I haven't got to enjoy it enough, but I wasn't a sicko like everyone else playing it this whole time. Stock up? Thundertrap Trainer. That is A-okay.
Okay. That's fine.
Nothing we can say about that. Stock up. Okay. You want a plus Tameo?
Yeah. And then I kind of want a hard cast Fawn plus hold up Edge into Force of Will.
Okay. So just pass.
Yeah.
Love to see it. Hard cast Fawn.
Yep.
Boom, boom, boom.
Force back. Cycle off the Trop.
Yes. And then pitch Tameo.
Yes. And then we can cast Murktide Regent to protect the Tameo.
And here we want to Force of Will target one ring so it doesn't go to exile for Karn, right?
Correct. Yeah, that is a cool, nice catch.
And pitch Tameo. Yes, obviously. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so we can cast Murktide Regent next turn.
Yes. That's an artisan wisdom. That's not semi.
Yeah. I catch that when I'm playing, but sometimes I don't catch it when I'm watching. And
he pointed it out to me.
So
and I was like, yes.
Because sometimes it's the reverse too. Sometimes you want it to go to exile.
Yeah, exactly.
But Karn is the example where you don't, of course.
Do they have another force that they're thinking about here?
That would be crazy.
That is one word for it. Are we gonna buy back? Well, they just scooped.
Huh?
They scooped.
They did it. Huh. They can't beat Tameo anymore.
I guess. We could have even like bought back Edge to get the third black for Doomsday, right?
Yep.
And then I don't know what we would have drawn, but like wow, there was a lot of options for us on that turn. Okay. Rallying?
We won.
I don't know really why they scooped there, but
it was the vibes, dude. They weren't having
vibes. Yeah, fair enough. I understand. Let's make sure. Oh yeah, everything still looks good. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
How's your drink?
That's good, dude.
Nice. I have some kind of
I
beer.
Not so secret. I hate the Blue Cloud Post deck. It's like my least favorite deck in Legacy right now.
I'd like to play first. Yeah, I think it's cool. One of my friends plays it. It seems like there's just
You
like
can't be friends with them. I forbid you.
fair enough. It's the like there's some good vibes of just like slinging spells, you know, like when all those you casting your stock ups, you're getting big things. Like when it's humming, it seems like it's really fun, but I also feel like it's kind of a
It's
nightmare.
one wasteland from disaster most of the time.
Exactly.
No, this hand's fine.
Yeah, I like this hand. We have 3 black mana for like the first time this this entire
It's
league.
for the first time. Exactly.
We're on the play here. Do you want to ponder? Or you just want to pass with fetch up? What do you
I
think?
want to ponder.
You want to ponder off
Yeah, so
Underground Sea?
you're off Underground. So you're more incentivized to cast cantrips in this game because or in this deck because you need to figure out what you want your hand to do. Like now you know you're a Doomsday hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
true. Okay.
I think we're gonna pick up all of these. So I would pick up the Veil first, then I would pick up the Doomsday and then the Edge, so we can protect our Force of Will next turn.
Mm-hmm. I like this. I like this a lot.
So yeah, like the first cantrip's very important because it tells you what should we be doing, you know?
Right. I like that. I think that's a good heuristic to have. Because I know it's not like if you're a turbo deck, you might have just passed there.
Correct.
Scalding Tarn. Oh,
don't Thoughtseize us now. That's just embarrassing. Come on. For us.
Ooh.
Okay, Netherglyph. I can accept that.
Got it. It looks embarrassing for sure.
Yeah, I think we just play Bayou and pass.
Yeah, I like it. Ponder's fine.
They're looking for a wasteland. It's interesting if they waste us if we're supposed to Veil. Because we need to dig deeper. And we already have this Force of Will. I'm not entirely sure. Plus the Veil gets harder to cast with a wasteland. So it's just something to consider.
You're talking about like veiling into Edge, then cycling the land they're
wastelanding? Just because Veil's harder to cast with wasteland being used also.
I like it. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
So we're drawing now, Edge.
Because we're drawing Edge, we can beat one piece of interaction. I'm really curious if we're supposed to cycle this Veil because a Daze would give us lethal through a double counter spell. And I don't know that this Veil's getting better. Mm-hmm. So I think we might be supposed to cycle this Veil here.
Okay. The only other thing I could see using the Veil for would be like to fight through a potential Bowmaster's post Doomsday.
But we can put that in the pile if we're really concerned about that.
And they've cast the Ponder this turn, so you just want to cycle Veil here, get a card deeper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if we had a chance of drawing Dark Ritual, I might not care, but because we know we're drawing Edge, we don't have a chance of drawing Dark Ritual.
Right.
And drawing Dark Ritual would still let us beat Force plus Daze. Yep. The only thing that we would lose to in that case is Force plus Force. But beating Force plus Daze is even a Petal does that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They were scared. They're just like, am I going to die somehow here?
I know.
So now we have some options. We can put Doomsday on the stack.
Mm-hmm.
We can cycle Street Wraith looking for a fast mana.
Mm-hmm.
We could cast Brainstorm now that we have Force of Will looking for Dark Ritual. I don't hate that. I actually kind of like that because we have double Cycler in our hand. I kind of like casting Brainstorm here.
They're tapped out of the Bowmasters as well.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And we can like...
Okay. So there's the Petal, which helps us next turn.
Mm-hmm. We could hide Doomsday on top.
We could go like Doomsday and... We could do Doomsday and Force of Will on top, and then we have access to that Force of Will and both blue cards because we have Consider and Tameo.
Mm-hmm. Are you okay? Yeah. So you'd put like Doomsday with Force on top of Doomsday?
Yeah, or reverse. Yeah, probably that because then we have access to it if we need it.
Uh-huh.
And we're not going to cast. We're not going to cycle the Street Wraith post Doomsday. I don't think anymore.
Mm-hmm. And we're not going to cast. There's no world where you want to cast Tameo this turn, like hide Doomsday, cast Tameo off Underground Sea or something like that.
We could do that. So we could, but I think if I'm doing that, I'm putting back Underground Sea.
Right. Then we're
Oh
not
no.
hiding
So we could put
Doomsday.
back Polluted Delta Doomsday and then cast Tameo. That's actually
Right.
pretty nice. Okay. Okay. I like
You
that.
want to do that?
Let's do that.
All
Yeah.
right. Polluted Delta, Doomsday on top, play Underground Sea, cast Inquisitive Student, pass. Do you want to play this pedal in case they thought sees us?
We'd have to look at what the rest of the hand. So the rest of the hand. Okay. Sure.
Like, I kind of don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't know that they would take pedal if they thought seized us, but that would maybe stop some of our options. I don't know. I could
Yeah.
be.
I think it's
I
fine.
could be crazy. A full 7.
Obviously worth noting to anybody watching, you can't block here because if they have an instant, they just kill your Tameo for free.
Good.
At least
dude.
probably not, but
That's a good point.
so yeah, if they have a brainstorm, they're probably gonna go combat here. Oh, they're not. Ooh, Tameo. That's actually one of the best cards we could see. The card doesn't matter.
I know. It's a little late for that one.
Okay, so now we can beat Force Days, but not Force. I just let this go.
Yep.
So we can beat Force Days, but not Force.
Mm-hmm. Oh, brainstorm to flip their Tameo.
So that flips Tameo.
That's fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just thinking. But yeah, it's fine. Come hell or high water, we're casting Doomsday next turn.
Absolutely.
Mostly because we have Days beat with LED next turn regardless. As long as our force is enough to resolve Doomsday,
Yep.
it's enough to win same turn. Okay.
This
Don't thought seize this, please. Play another Nethergoyf. That card's scary. Terrifying.
I feel it. Nethergoyf.
Push. Oh, that's also acceptable. I'll accept that. They got us.
All right.
Let's do what you do best. Let's put Doomsday on the stack.
Let's go. Off 3 lands, I'll have everyone note. No ritual required.
Never before has happened in this deck. So we haven't played a land, so we can just do the Cycler into Cavern Oracle.
Oh.
And they're tapped out.
Brother. What do you want to hide?
Probably the Bowmasters. Their cards we're gonna keep in.
Yep.
Yeah, opponents. Don't think you're gonna get over on you by not countering the Doomsday. It's sometimes it works, but it's typically not worth it. We're too smart over here playing the Doomsday deck. We're gonna find a way.
If this was a Semiotician solo stream, you might have got away with it. But because we
really?
got Mike, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, dude. I think I would have been able to figure this one out.
Oh man,
I'm just a goofing.
Wish you had that fatal push right now, don't you, opponent?
I bet they do. Now I just can't click Wraith. Click Wizard.
Yeah, that would be a little funny.
And Bob.
Perfecto.
Bobby boy is your uncle. Don't snuff out me, dog. Oh, we have Force of Will. Hell yeah.
You didn't want to put one of those on top? Okay.
Yeah. Put them both to the bottom. Okay, blue-black tempo. Are you thinking a full swap? Are we going to stay a Doomsday deck? Just play some Veils and Carpets? What are you thinking here?
On the play, I like being sometimes I like being a Doomsday deck, but I like full swapping on the draw.
Okay.
So give me my removal, give me my Barrowgoyfs, give me my Veil.
Carpets as
And
well.
then so put those aside, and now pull the Doomsdays over there, pull the Oracles over there first.
Boom.
And then pull the Edge of Autumn and the LED. Boom. So those are the easy ones. And then you can look at a Street Wraith.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can look at one Street Wraith, I think.
I think that's
and I
fine.
think this is fine. You could cut the second Street Wraith for the Jace just to be like a late game value off of Carpet of Flowers, because you have Carpet of Flowers in your deck. So it's kind of like Edge of Autumn or Street Wraith or Jace. I think they're both like
we don't want
kind of
Thoughtseize to
similar.
like clear the way for our.
You could also have
arrows.
Thoughtseize. We could trim Dazes or Forces. Maybe it's Forces. Although you want to kind of force through your threats. You could cut Forces or trim Forces or Dazes and bring in the Thoughtseize and the Jace. I think that's like very reasonable.
What if we have this one Street Wraith we can cut too, or you want to keep a Wraith? It's not that good against
So we can
Bowmaster,
cut
right?
Street Wraith.
And then a Daze.
And then we can one Daze. I think that's fine.
On the draw, then on the play we can bring the Daze back in and cut a Force or something, or even swap back to Doomsday.
Think like we talked about, Veil protecting things from pushes and Brazen Bars is kind of like a pseudo removal spell in some situations.
Right.
Get you ahead.
Yeah, I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Sounds fine. If we find a Barrowgoyf to cast, we're pretty happy. I think this hand's fine. It's got a little bit more fast mana than I would like, but you can go Dark Ritual into like Thoughtseize Bowmaster or something like that if you want to. So
if they Thoughtseize us, yeah, it's fine.
They'll take Ponder probably and leave us with like a fairly anemic hand, but if we top deck a Barrowgoyf, they're just like pretty upset unless they have a push, but we have Thoughtseize to fix push, so yeah, this matchup often feels very close, which it should. It's a pseudo mirror, right? So like it's gonna feel close.
Yeah, having the green cards I'm pretty excited for. This matchup's a lot of fun to play, I find. Although I'd rather be on this deck than Turbo. They're taking a Mull to 5 because they're scared of Doomsday as well, which is freaking
You'd rather
awesome.
be on this deck than Turbo?
I think so in this matchup.
Yeah.
I don't know. I find that there's just a lot of things can go wrong. But
yeah.
Like especially when they said like
turn one Tammy was the worst thing that can happen for us because we don't play a lot of removal, but
yeah, these decks like play like one Disruptor Flute too sometimes, right? Where it's just like you can get like caught by dumb shit like that on Turbo. Here we're just an honest.
On a Mold of 4, we may be able to Thoughtseize them and then pedal Ritual out this Bowmaster in response to a Brainstorm or something. So we have plenty of lands. I kind of like just Thoughtseizing off of an Underground Sea.
Sure. Yeah, kind of invite the Wasteland.
But I would play out Pedal.
Yeah. Okay.
Because there's really no reason to get punished by a Daze.
Indeed. Alrighty.
And maybe we'll get him on a Brainstorm. We'll see. Look at that hand. Leave him with the Consign to Memory. How do you feel about just brainstorming or Dark Ritualing out this Bowmaster with their hand doing nothing right now?
I'm kind of cool with that. Yeah.
This, we're wasting a bunch of fast mana, but if they draw any cantrips, we're happy, and their Bowmaster / removal are the only things that punish, and we're still putting a clock into play.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's fine.
Because yeah, they could draw Force of Will otherwise, which would be bad for us. Like that's the card you're.
Although we
about.
Could just let it go because they're casting any cantrip they draw. So I think we actually just pass.
Yeah, I kind of like preserving the mana
their
a little bit.
Suck and this Dark Ritual, if we draw Barrowgoyf's even better.
Like
if they cast a cantrip,
yeah,
we'll definitely Ritual out the Bowmasters. But
yeah, the only if they draw a Force, it's kind of shitty. But we just took
but I think that's fine.
Negation doesn't stop us. I like this because we can Bowmaster. We also have the option to ponder into Dark Ritual Goyf.
Yeah. So I think we're fine just taking our turn.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay. Now we can play land, cast Ponder. And now we can start thinking about
you don't fetch first here, right?
No. We can start thinking about end stepping this Bowmaster though.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what goes on.
And if they have Bowmaster, we can Bowmaster their Bowmaster.
Just Bowmaster their Bowmaster.
Looks like they do have Bowmaster.
Pick. That's pretty good for us.
And we just preserved the ritual, right? Like,
Exactly. So now we could go like Ritual, Barrogoyf, Murktide next turn or something like that. That's pretty crazy, isn't it?
it
Because you have
is.
3/4 Ritual would be the 5th card. So if we draw Barrogoyf, we can play everything.
I just do it right now, right?
Yeah.
We know they don't have days, so
Oh, and we're pondering too. Let's find a Barrogoyf here, baby.
well, I guess we can't jam the Goyf exactly this turn because we've already played a land.
No, but we can jam Goyf plus Murktide next turn.
That is true. Oh my god.
And
oh
we have
my
Tamiyo.
God.
Let's go.
Okay. So
I think we pick up the Tamiyo first in case we get thought seized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, put the Decay, Goyf, Tamiyo, Shuffle. Yes. No.
Oh man.
You kind of just have everything. Dude.
We'd have to ask some more questions. Who is this guy? Where did he come from? Where did he go?
I wish I brought this kind of energy to our first match, dude.
Yeah. We definitely did not have the same good energy. They could have Kaito. Let's just trade it. It's fine.
Yeah. No Bane of Nightmares.
Yeah.
Freaking Kaito.
Good luck resolving Kaito into this. What are they, Bowmastering? Okay. That's fine. This Bowmaster is going to look like a fool into our Barrogoyf Murktide.
That is true.
You got it, buddy. Oh.
Wait,
are they trying to Kaito? Did they think we didn't block?
Maybe. Looks like they do have Kaito. Okay.
They definitely have Kaito.
Alrighty.
All right. So, and playing these two big threats insulates us against land Kaito.
Mm-hmm. And we don't care about the Abrupt Decay that's underneath.
Yeah, it doesn't. No, we're good. We're good on that.
Should I get Bayou here, or what are you thinking?
Bayou.
Or Trop, because we don't have Doomsday in our deck.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, Trop.
Yeah. All right.
Trop, let's go. All right. Let's get them with the Dark Ritual, Barrogoyf, Murktide.
Which one do you want to play first?
I mean, we know their hand. It's Kaito Consign, but let's play Barrogoyf first.
Okay.
If they didn't tell us what their hand was, I think I would still play Barrogoyf first.
And we'll juice this guy up. Leave that artifact in there for Barrogoyf equity.
Yeah, let's take our free point of damage.
Boom, boom. Look at this. The old Dark Ritual Barrogoyf Mark.
The old Dark Ritual Doomsday combo deck, yeah.
The good old.
I think they're conceding. Yeah, they're dead, Joe.
Well, that feels
nice
good.
Consigned to memory.
You'll love to see
Hey, that Force Will Consign to memory, if we played a turn 1 Doomsday, would be much scarier.
I know. This is incredible.
Well, we can't go 0-5 now.
That's
we
true.
could still go negative.
Yeah, 2-3 is still in the cards. Don't worry, guys. You got that sweet 2-3.
What do we lose to round 1?
Artifacts.
Oh yeah, and that matchup's like great for us. So
yeah,
I think it's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, I think this version, I don't like playing against like traditional 8 cast too much with Doomsday when they have chalices too, but I actually think that deck not having chalice
8 forces or whatever is totally beatable.
Much more manageable.
Give me 1 second.
Oh yeah, no worries. We lost him. All right, Eureka's going to come back and we'll have a hand with no black sources in it. I'm going to keep this, make the executive decision. We've got Force of Will, Ponder, Orcish Bowmasters, Dark Ritual, Green Sun Zenith for Giant Arbor.
I just did the unthinkable.
What'd you do?
I mixed that green drink with some Hawaiian punch. It'll be delicious.
Nice, dude.
Let's go.
That's exciting.
All right, are we Dark Ritualing out this Bowmaster with a Trop in hand? That's a very risky situation.
It is, yeah. So I kept this hand because I figured it's a good one. But yeah, I hadn't thought that this far ahead yet. Do you want to do that, or
So
they're playing Nadu? I
if they're a
assume.
Nadu deck, taking them off of this is very good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hmm.
They have
They're
four
a cantrip
cards.
deck, probably, and a Nadu deck. I actually don't hate it.
Yeah. Underground Sea,
Yeah, let's
Dark
do it.
Ritual, Orcish Bowmasters.
That has good vibes, right?
I
Like
like the
wasting a dark
vibes.
ritual to put a.
I feel it, dude. It's not like induction has shown us that that
Yeah, we can't get days now. Like, come
yeah,
on, this is.
and like past experience has shown us that we can clearly find 3 black
We
mana
always
sources.
find the black land.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, burn
On
that
turn
ritual
14.
mana. Imagine if we had Spoils of the Vault there for that extra black, dude.
That was almost as good as drawing a Doomsday itself, to be honest.
It was. Oh.
Ooh. I think we have to force that though. Yikes.
Yeah.
So this is the Nadu Elves deck, but instead of Cord, it plays Fiend Artisan.
Right. It did well in a challenge, right? One of those big ones.
I think we should just pitch Ponder here.
Pitch Pondy. Yeah, we have the fetch. I like it. Get the Artisan out of here. That means they don't play
cantrips.
Yeah, right. That old chestnut.
Okay, well, they don't play Days either, so let's just jam this Brainstorm. Okay. Days is not bad because it counters a Nadu, so I think we just put back land, cast Ponder.
I guess we don't care about Veil, so we'll just get Underground Sea. Ooh.
Murktide's pretty sick at ending the game from this spot, so I think we pick up the Force, and then we pick up the Murktide. Yeah, we have a pretty good clock here. So we can Daze, Force, and then start Murktiding. I like this.
I like this a lot.
But this is the difference, right? So you have this pivot. This see how this
right. The
I wonder what the clock changes. This Bowmaster is 18. We're gonna make a 6/6 Murktide, so it actually takes 1 turn off the clock.
We can make a 7/7 Murktide, brother.
Or 7/7 Murktide. It takes 1 whole turn off the clock. This Daze on this Nadu is gonna be life ending for our opponent. They might just pick them all up.
Oh.
They're going to pick them all up. They're going to be so upset now.
A boom, boom, boom.
And now we get an 8/8 Murktide.
Brother. Now we're pod racing.
Exactly. And these Bowmasters did the extra turn, though, still, which is really nice.
I'm just going to cast this right now before they endurance us.
Yeah.
Let's just...
Till they think better of it.
Put the skipper on the stack. All right. Lataco. Then we can hit him for a juicy 10. They don't play Glimpse, do they? No.
No. But now we do have to start thinking about the creatures that we let resolve. No, we don't. They're done. They're out of here.
And I guess they did see Dark Ritual, so they probably know we're up to no good. But, you know.
That's okay. What is no good if not, you know?
I understand.
So this matchup's kind of interesting as Turbo Doomsday because they have Shepherd plus Endurance, which is just an absolute fucking nightmare.
Very good. Yes, it is. A nightmare.
But I don't know. What are your thoughts?
That is a very annoying combination of cards for sure. I also don't think that our Barrowgoyfs are really getting there consistently, right? So
Cages are good against them because they play a lot of Green Sun and Fiend Artisans, so Cages are very good against them.
Jace can be good against Endurance.
Yeah. And then the question is whether you want your removal, like your Fatal Push and your Abrupt Decay. That's the question.
Right.
So maybe you start looking at cuts. I don't think we need Veil of Summer.
Yep. Veil's easy. Do we need Basic Island?
We could cut one Oracle. We could cut Basic Island.
Or Cavern.
Cavern. Yep. We can cut Cavern. We can cut one Oracle.
One Oracle.
We can cut Basic Island if you're crazy. That's fine. I'm in.
That's like the Artisan vibe. I like the Artisan
vibe. I'm also fine trimming a Daze because dazing that deck on the draw is kind of
Mm.
Kind of tough.
This gets us access to the removal. You don't want force and
Yeah, I think
negation,
I
do
think I
you?
like that.
Do they don't play like what's a deafening silence or anything like that?
They might, but I think I like this. I think
Okay.
let's just bring in these.
Also, Mike, with Quantum Riddler in our deck, we can probably just somehow Doomsday them without needing to force endurance, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Riddler's one of the new cards to me, so I forgot Riddler does pretty good at beating the beating the endurances, huh?
We also just have, I don't know, Tamios, I guess, for devotions. I like this. That was a sick pivot, though. That was a good example of the claim you made in the deck tech about, or I guess in one of the earlier games, about using Ponder to figure out which strategy you're playing. So like there we saw
Yeah.
the Murktide plus the Force, and we're like, okay, this is great.
And the opponent saw that, and now we have a hand that's just a really good Doomsday hand
Indeed.
with triple black mana and everything. So,
oh my god, I didn't even see that yet.
a dark ritual off the top would be Chef's Kiss, but besides that, I mean, it's not bad.
This is the Shep. Oh, the bird.
Bird. Bird's the word.
It's the word.
Okay.
That's nice.
Well, that lets us beat endurance very easily now, I think. With the Rizzler plus that.
Yep. Okay, we can surveil, I guess.
Surveil lets us find a pedal or a ritual, which lets us win with Quantum Riddler through a lot.
And there's no world you play Tameo here, right? Just before I pass.
No.
Yeah. Hold it for the Force. We're a Doomsday deck this time.
We are a Doomsday deck. I think we just force a Nadu if it's there. Otherwise, we just don't. Yeah, they're going to play this into Cradle into Nadu probably. That's fine.
Look at this.
Oh, they don't have Nadu. Endurance, maybe they're holding it up. I don't know. Sewers. Give me that fast mana. Cage is interesting, but I don't think we need it anymore.
Yeah.
It's like a little too slow.
Yeah, I'm fine with just trying
It's
to.
kind of unfortunate. I don't really want to show it to them, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm down.
The upside of drawing fast mana is just too high. There's the Rizzler. Now that's actually also fine. We could just play the Riddler now.
Let's draw a card. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm in on that. It's a little annoying, but I think we can't get it with LED anyway in our pile. Like we just don't have the ability to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I like just playing it off of Bayou here.
Okay. Let's do it.
And then we can win next turn and do some other stuff. So
we could even, I mean, we shouldn't, but we could
flash it back off the LED.
I was gonna say we could play Lion's Eye Diamond, Cycle Street Rate, hold priority,
crack LED, draw 2,
and then draw 2.
We could, yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm like, obviously, we're not discarding our hand right now.
Let's do it,
brother.
It's vibes. If that's the vibes you're feeling,
it's the vibe.
We should do it.
Can you imagine?
Oh man.
They do. Are they just gonna endurance us?
Here's
here?
an endurance. That's
really?
Fine. Yep.
Fascinating.
We're cool with that.
They must have 2, or
yeah,
that's a little crazy to me. Maybe, I don't know. They must have 2.
I think it's a little aggressive. Some may say. Maybe they just need a clock. That's what they're afraid of.
Yeah.
They also died to a Murktide last game, so maybe they have a little PTSD in that situation. Okay, so if we have to just think through how this is going to line up against another endurance. I think if we force this, we can beat another endurance, right?
Probably.
If we draw fast mana, we can Jace, so we can beat it there.
Mm-hmm.
It's close. If we don't force it, they can get Nadu or the other part of their combo. I think we have to force it.
Yeah, I don't mind forcing, I think. There's got to be a way we can beat an endurance. In the same turn, you think, though? Like,
Yeah, I think so, but we're about to find out.
Okay. Yeah, the Riddler still confuses me a
Being
bit,
in
but
exile was actually kind of bad,
yeah, but
but that's okay.
like you said, it was kind of huh.
Oh, there's the pedal. So now we can Jace.
Yes, we
What's our
can.
life total? 13 goes down to 6. So we can either use Tamio as a blocker, or
Mm-hmm.
we can win with Jace this turn.
Can we win with Jace this turn through endurance?
Wait, I got it. Hold on.
Okay.
My brain's massive. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. I got you. I got you.
All right. Hear me out. You put the pile together, but follow me here. We can Doomsday, pedal, cycle into Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual plus LED flashes back Rizzler into something. Do it. You got this. I'll be right back.
Oh
Did
my
you follow
god.
that?
I did. I did.
I think that's sick.
But okay, you're leaving me?
So Doomsday, play pedal, sack pedal pre Doomsday,
Mm-hmm.
and then put Dark Ritual on top, and then you can cycle, or you can cycle into the Ritual, then cast the Rizzler with LED plus Ritual.
And we have one blue floating,
Yeah, and then I think there's something there
but we don't have
because
an
you won't have
LED
more than 4
anymore.
cards in your graveyard.
We played a land though, right? Oh, he's gone. Is he gone? Oh, he's gone. He's fucking gone. I don't know if this works. Regardless, I'm gonna cast the Doomsday. How?
Are you brave? Are you doing it?
Well, I just don't know where extra mana comes from. Am I?
Well, Rizzler draws 2 cards,
Yeah. So we have a
so then you
blue
can draw
left
like another
over.
pedal plus Oracle
Oh,
or
I
something.
see. Okay. Is this the sauce?
The question actually, no, we needed to crack the pedal first. Remember pre-Doomsday, so that pedal's not in our graveyard. It's okay.
Oh, true. Okay. But we can still afford devotion, right?
Yes.
Right. We did need to yeah. I got you. I got you.
So we can get Thassa's Oracle. So we're gonna draw 2 cards. So Edge of Autumn. If how does this work? What cards are gonna be in the graveyard? Our Street Wraith, our LED, and our Pedal will all be in the graveyard.
And
our Dark Ritual.
Tameo.
So 4 cards will be in our graveyard.
And Tameo.
Yeah. So 4 devotion. Is there a way to pick up a? So we can with Riddler we can pick up Pedal Oracle, which doesn't work. We could pick up.
I mean, we could
We're
cycle
at
the
6.
Jace. I feel like they have.
Wait. Hear me out. What if we
Okay.
just flashback Riddler as a blocker, and then we just win next turn?
Mm-hmm.
Our life total's 6. I think that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So build the pile with the plan to Riddler into something, and then
We could
next
Riddler into
turn we
force
win.
blue card. Is that crazy? Or
we can hardcast Jace next turn.
yeah.
So we can Riddler into force blue card and then draw Jace land for turn, and then plus Jace.
Okay, hold on.
We
So
need-
that means. Yeah, I got to get rid of some shit here. We don't need this.
So you don't need
anymore.
cyclers because we're gonna draw all of our deck
Don't
anyway.
need that. We need force of will and like maybe ponder.
Force blue card, Jace, Riddler,
Land.
land. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think this is pod racing. Dark Ritual out, Riddler, draw Force of Will, blue card. And then for turn. Don't have an Edge of Autumn. Done. All right. Jace.
Does this work? I think this works.
It should.
Wait. Does the underground see? Can Jace be last? Yeah, we're
Jace
still
is
drawing all
last.
4 cards, right? Two off of Rizzler and then 2 for turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
perfect.
is the chestnut that we're cooking with at this juncture.
I'm here.
All right.
This is sweet.
This is sick.
And we're at 4, so we exactly beat another endurance attacking us, right? Because they can only attack for 3.
Right. Oh, but we need
But then
to
we can't
force.
force.
But
well, we could force the endurance if we wanted to from that spot.
Oh, but the endurance does put everything back.
I wonder if the endurance is right here. No. Okay. So now we just pass.
Okay.
The question is if we force an endurance or not.
Right.
I think we have to. Yeah, we have to force an endurance. Yeah. But we don't. Now they have to. The last 2 cards in their hand have to be the combo, right? That's the only way that we lose.
I think so. Or I guess they can have another endurance.
Yeah.
They could like Green Sun for endurance. Oh, beautiful. That was a weird pile, but I like it.
Let's go. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I don't know that we could have beaten if I played the pedal first, we could have beaten endurance there, you think?
I didn't actually think like fully through it, but I know that we couldn't without it.
1, 2.
So
that wouldn't be there, but there'd be another pedal in the graveyard. I don't know that we could have beaten an endurance there.
I think we're still short 1
Yeah.
in 1 devotion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that worked, I guess. That was a cool pile. Good old Dark Rich. 1 more already. This is sick. All right, and look at this, Mike. We have a winning record.
We have a winning record. We are average. Let's go.
Yeah, that's me. I'm average, and so you know,
the bread and butter 3-2, right?
The 3-2, you get your chest, you go up a little bit of value, and you just got to live that semiotician life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone
Open
can
up
be
the
out
Quantum
here winning,
Riddler
winning challenges with
going.
Mystic Forge, you know. Okay.
All right, the last one. Can we end with a 4-1?
We did win the die roll. What is this avatar? I've never seen this before.
Dark Ritual Doomsday, keep it. That was for it was a fundraiser thing. Cool. So I guess it's a tapped land, unfortunately, but I think this is fine. Let's just surveil.
Yeah, Wasteland doesn't exist.
We'll find another land.
There's an underground sea on top.
Okay, bin it. Easy.
Binner.
All right, let's move on.
Wasteland's not real. We
don't want to play real. LED to play around days. I'm just kidding.
Oh. All right, dodge Wasteland.
Dodge Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize doesn't exist. All right, Island. Tameo.
Yes.
That card's great. Tameo's the best card in Legacy. Just lead with it. Tameo is the best thing you could be doing in Legacy.
I agree. Ponder. Okay. We have a Boshin roller here. Island Ponder Keep. This is good. That's what we like.
You're supposed to keep the Ponder too, though, not shuffle it. That's a misplay.
True. Yeah,
Common misconception.
Yeah. Land? Ooh.
Yep. Never didn't have it. So we win from here if they don't. Yeah. I mean, we're just putting Doomsday on the stack, but it's interesting. You would end up playing into days. Oh, they have sixth. Are you a believer in F6s or do you think it's bait? We can hedge. We can leave an Oracle as the last card in our deck. Or Cavern Oracle as the last 2 cards, so we could hedge a little bit here.
Yeah. Let's hedge. Let's
just put Cavern Oracle on bottom.
They're not gonna to solitude us, are they?
No.
Consider
no, not a chance.
We can bin X. So we want another Oracle. And then we can't get edge in this spot, so yeah, we need the Wraiths. We go.
And then we can just consider cycle or get rid of a Street Wraith, draw a Street Wraith, cycle, draw Oracle, and
do you want Cavern on top of Oracle? Or Oracle on top of Cavern?
They can't, like, Thoughtseize plus Wasteland would be a lot. I think I'd rather have access to the Oracle faster.
Okay.
I think I would put the Cavern on bottom.
Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking in this spot as well.
Like, obviously that's softer to the Thoughtseize, but I think that's okay. So you can actually just cast the LED and cast the Consider here first, just to make sure they F6 the Consider. All right, and mill that. And now we can hold priority. This doesn't come up all the time, but it is something that everybody should remember if you're watching, is you want to keep the Force of Will in hand as long as possible. So when you build the piles, just think about it. People can randomly counter the wrong thing. So
Oh yeah.
and also you have Force. Okay, so the other important reason is, let's say they only had Daze in their hand. If you crack LED in response to Consider, no, never mind. You still beat Daze in that situation. But there's spots that come up where it might actually mess you up.
Right. Good to know. This is why we bring Mike along. He's got all the wisdom. I like this. Okay, so what do we think they're playing?
I don't know. I think we could bring in the Veil of Summer.
Yeah.
And the rest of it, I'm not really 100 on.
You think we
could either pivot, or we could just keep like bringing the Thoughtseize and the Veil and the Carpets, and then just kind of only those. We could also change an Oracle out for a Jace, just to hedge against like Consign to Memory. And then we can trim some, maybe either Dazes on the draw, or we could,
we could
not sure.
Also just full pivot, I guess. They could be like Sneak and Show. They could be Wizards.
One more time.
Oh,
a Street Wraith maybe.
Yeah.
And then a Petal, because you're bringing in Carpet of Flowers, so you can trim a Petal.
Hell yeah. I was gonna say we could like full pivot as well if we wanted to, but they're like Show and Tell or something. I don't know. I kind of like just the green cards are good against blue, so let's just stay a Doomsday deck, and then if it goes to game 3, then we can pivot if we want. We got 60 cards. Did I do this right? It appears that way. Okay.
Sounds great.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is one of the Tameo flip situations with like the Petal. It lets you flip your Tameo next turn.
Right.
Okay. His hand's really good against Thoughtseize too. They love pondering. Holy cow.
They do. They're ponders. They're just out here.
Maybe it's a Doomsday Mirror.
That would be awesome.
They did not shuffle this time.
How unlucky.
Okay, I think we just go Underground Sea, Petal, Tameo, go.
Underground Sea, Petal, Tameo, go.
Because next turn, if we want to flip Tameo, we can, or we can like go towards Doomsday or Jace. We just have a lot of options.
I like this. Yeah, Jace could be sweet here, potential. Ooh, Scrub.
Esper Doomsday? No, Bowmaster.
Bros.
Just Esper Tempo. Okay. Definitely one of the more annoying things that they could have.
Uh-huh. Oh my god.
Ooh, Carpet's good.
That's sick. So, we probably don't want to cantrip into this Bowmaster, right?
I'm either thinking Carpet. I'm thinking Carpet, go.
Off Bayou or Trop?
Bayou. Because the Carpet fixes the Jace situation.
It does. And do you want to attack? Or chill?
I think we can attack.
Okay.
Because we're kind of setting up, if we find some protection, to just win same turn.
Get Frisky. Yeah, that gets our draw into the pile. Hopefully they just like have to play more islands as well. It does a shame that they got their scrub land though. Oh my god, of course.
That's okay. We got our attack in. Flute, that's fine. We have this Carpet of Flowers. Although they do have 2 non. This is looking like an Esper Vile deck or something.
Doomsday.
Okay.
Sure.
We need a removal spell. If we've had a removal spell for this Bowmaster, our own Bowmaster, we are living life large.
Indeed.
Their mana is going to be horrible if they don't want to play into carpet, helping us with Doomsday.
Oh my gosh. I was
Okay,
gonna say
we
it.
solved the flute problem.
Uh
I'm trying to think if we're going to cast this Ponder or not. I think we are.
okay.
I think we're going to cast this Ponder.
So make blue off carpet here.
Yeah.
And we're looking for Veil of Summer, Force of Will,
Yeah, something like that.
Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize. There's the Veil. Oh, Bowmaster.
Bowmaster's sick.
Oh,
We kind of, if we're
Bowmaster's
veiling,
really
we
sick.
can't do it all this turn anyways, right? So,
I kind of like picking up Bowmaster first, then Veil.
yeah. Do you want to keep attacking with Tamiyo or hold it back this time?
I think we attack because it incentivizes them picking it up with sending it back with Krakus.
Oh, right. Yes.
They can do that anyway, so we may as well. There. Okay. Wait. Do we want to flip it with a clue?
If we do that, we lose our pedal,
Why?
or we're not bowmastering.
No, I think we're gonna hold Bowmaster, and now we have Veil. I think we just pick it up or flip it. And then we plus it, and it either makes them attack it or it makes it pick up Veil or something again next turn. Yeah, it doesn't even clear it. It only attacks for 3.
Boom.
We can kind of do a lot next turn.
Yeah, getting a Tamiyo all juiced up here is sweet as well. Veil. Yeah. Hopefully they play an island. I think that would be cool.
If they don't, their mana is horrible. Yeah, that's fine.
If they don't play an island, they can't consign us either.
I kind of like, if you pause here.
Uh-huh.
I kind of am thinking about Dark Ritual Bowmaster. I'm thinking. Maybe not.
That puts us far away from...
take 2.
That puts us far away from Doomsday, right, with the flute.
What's the last card?
The last card from our Ponder?
Mm-hmm.
Brainstorm.
So I think we can shuffle that one away.
Okay. Get it at Undercity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
They're really not sure if they're supposed to play land here.
Polluted Delta. Undercity Sewers. Surveil. That's our only Oracle. But we have
got to draw it.
You want to draw it?
No, it goes to the yard. We can get it again.
Yeah. If they surgical us, it would kind of suck. But I mean, we have Jace, so
we have Jace.
We'll be good.
Okay. How do you feel about? So we have 4 + 1 is 5 plus Dark Ritual 7. So we have 6 + 1. I think I like using this turn to clean up the Bowmaster and next turn for winning. And we can use the chump to get a minus on our Veil of Summer, because the chump on the token will make it so our Tamiyo can minus, if that makes sense.
Chump. Right. Okay. Yep.
So by protecting the Bowmaster, we're allowing ourselves to protect Tamiyo, and then we can minus Tamiyo on the Veil next turn.
Okay. So we want to make it black mana. You want to cast the Bowmaster right now?
No, I think we'll just do it on their turn.
Okay. Oh yeah, we have 3. I got you.
So just plus the Tamiyo and pass.
Yep. You'll love to see it. I'm starting to understand, Mike.
Yeah. So if they Thoughtseize us, we can Bowmaster first and then Veil. So I would Bowmaster here.
Mm-hmm.
In response to the trigger. So they don't have the clue.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
Boom.
And if we need this force, we have it, so it's fine.
Have it.
This Veil's gonna be sick. And they're gonna ping Tamiyo for 1, which we can still minus Tamiyo.
Right.
If they force again, I think we'll force back.
They have something. Oh, they're brainstorming.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I thought where's our Bowmaster?
Yeah, we still have
It's
the
not there yet.
Bowmaster, dude.
It flips Tamio. That's fine. Oh, we can actually
Okay.
ping Tamio. That's kind of well, not with this one. Never mind. Okay, we can attack Tamio.
We
Maybe.
have to ping. Oh, this is their Bowmaster.
Yeah, ping Bowmaster.
Yeah.
Ping Bowmaster and then block token or the token.
Oh, they're just pinging the orc. They're not even pinging Tamio, dude. You'll love to see it.
You'll love to see that. I think they don't know what kind of game this is about. This is about the Doomsday we're about to win with next turn, friend.
Indeed. Okay. Swords to plowshares. The orc army.
Yeah, we'll block. Well, that's fine. We'll just block with the Bowmaster. We don't care about this Bowmaster. This is just cardboard for us.
Okay. Finally get their clue. Go to blocks. Go like that.
We're playing 4D chess. They just don't see it.
How are we casting Doomsday and our win condition?
We'll figure that out in a minute.
Okay. They have one card in hand. It's probably consign because they play their land finally. Okay. Oh.
Okay. Well, that's one way to do it.
Hold on.
We could also.
Oh my god.
Figure out.
Returning Veil gives us mana to cast Veil.
Yeah.
Brother.
But what do they have? If it's only consign, then can't we just beat consign? Brainstorm's a net free on because of the mana that we could get off of it. So I think we hit no here regardless. And we'll make a decision in our second main. So, because we have to think. So we can Jace plus, Tamio plus. That's one option.
Mm-hmm.
And then win next turn.
Mm-hmm.
And we can still pick up Veil
Force
next
of
turn.
Will off their Tamio.
But we can pick up Veil.
Even if they attack Tamio for 4 with an orc army.
Well, Jace will, okay, we could pick up Veil now and Jace will go to 1.
Uh-huh. Playing the Doomsday. We can force a Bowmasters if they have that to like.
Yeah, I think we cast at least a cantrip here. Whether it's Ponder or Brainstorm, it's probably just Ponder. Because it's basically free. And if we find another ritual, then it makes things a lot easier.
Okay. I'm fine with the Pondy.
Okay. So now can we win with Edge, pick up Edge. So draw Edge, Edge into Underground Sea, pick up Edge, Doomsday, Edge into LED. My head hurts. I'm thinking. Sorry.
No, it's good. Doomsday costs 6 mana.
But we have Brainstorm. If we pick up Edge, can we Brainstorm into LED Cycler and then put Jason play? And that beats Consign?
Maybe.
So we go draw Edge, second main phase, Edge into Underground Sea, minus on Edge, then cast Doomsday, and we have one floating off of that.
Mm-hmm.
We Brainstorm into LED. That that doesn't get hit with Consign because we can pitch. No, we can't pitch a Jace to it because we need Jace.
Right.
Maybe we just play Jace plus Jace.
I kind of like. I think easily. I like that. Yeah.
I like that better.
So what about this Ponder then?
Keep the land, I think.
Yeah.
And then Edge on top.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I think we pick up Veil because Veil gives us we can play Veil off the pedal because we can go to second main.
Yeah.
Add a blue.
I'll do that in second main. Like.
Yeah.
Just go to second main now. Put the carpet on.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if they have another Bowmasters right here,
we just force it.
Okay.
And we have Veil, so next turn we can Veil protect all the stuff we're doing. And we'll put Thassa in the pile just in case we need it. We can actually put the Rizzler in the pile too, because we'll have Veil protection. So we can put like Rizzler,
even with plows.
Oracle, some other stuff. Yeah, I don't think that matters. All right, play Jace.
Blue. Jace. Just
Plus Jace on us.
We don't care about
us,
the edge on top.
Oh, the only problem is, yeah, they already have all the good cards to pick up. They have like Force and Swords. They already have all the cards they would want. So yeah, we can mill them.
Watch there be some 2 lands. Damn.
That's okay. And then now we can just pass.
Okay. I like this.
They can end step, draw off clue, and then they can minus. But they have to find like Bowmaster plus Force of Will. And that doesn't even work because we have Veil of Summer to protect Jace. Veil of Summer protects Jace and from the Bowmaster ping. Which if they did it here, so they attack Jace, it's funny, we would actually counter the Bowmaster ping. Because they would attack, so they're going to attack Jace. If they had Bowmaster and they won the Force fight, they would try and ping Tameo, and then we would just Veil. Which is pretty sick. And we also have Force plus Veil protection for the, like they can't beat it with Force. Oh, they're attacking that. That's so interesting.
Opting to get that Tameo out, I guess.
Look at the mana base that they have to fetch. They have 1 blue mana.
I love it, dude.
I think this is honestly worse for them than it is for us.
Yeah, for sure.
The fetching. All right.
So now they've got
now we get to do
cards.
the dream. Let's cast Doomsday. Let's put it on the stack.
Okay. And we can get the mana now. Is that fine?
Yeah. We got plenty of mana now.
Black mana.
Because our wing con's already in play.
Right.
Just make sure you tap the Bayou, leave 2 blue up in case we want a Thassa's Oracle.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doomsday. Oh, thank God I still have green up though for
Veil.
for Veil. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Just don't deck yourself with Veil of Summer. That's the only thing to remember.
Okay.
So we can mill ourselves to draw Thoracle. And then we have 2 cyclers in hand. So we can mill any 2 and then draw Thoracle. And then the last 2 cards are 2 cyclers.
Did we
cut? Oh, we boarded 1 out. It's okay. We can just put a cantrip in there because we have an extra mana. So we can do so Street Wraith, Thassa's Oracle, and then 2 randoms that we're milling with Jace. And then we haven't played a land, right? So we can Cavern out the Oracle. Might as well. And then we have Cycler, two randoms. The 2 randoms you're going to mill with Jace.
Right.
And then hit done.
This works.
Oh wait, we need a cantrip, don't we?
I got
That's
Ponder
what we said.
here.
Yeah, Ponder will work.
But then we're binning Cavern.
We have the Cycler in hand, so we don't need the Cycler then in this case, right?
Don't we need
the Force of Will, rather? We don't need the Force of Will. Take the Force of Will out and put another...
Ponder?
Hold on. We're milling Ponder. We can mill Ponder Cycler.
They also just can't consign because they don't have blue mana.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Then just put a cantrip in there and then we'll just... it doesn't matter. So, yeah, we have Edge in hand too. So, yeah, they have a lot of cards that are not beatable. So just put the Street Wraith last, mill the Cavern last, and then
Street Wraith,
Oracle. No, Oracle. Yeah, and then Ponder Street Wraith, Ponder, put a Ponder now, and then Street Wraith Ponder. We're milling those two. Okay. We made this way more complicated than we needed to. We're fine. We have 100 devotion too, so it doesn't actually matter.
Sorry, my mind just melted there.
Yeah, sometimes I get paralysis when there's too many options. Just cast Ponder.
How are we casting the... Oh.
Off the Underground Sea.
I'm fucking stupid. Yep. I was going to say, how are we casting the Oracle, but I forgot that there's also a Cavernous Souls down here.
Yeah, and we can just edge into it. So it doesn't matter. Any order shuffle, and then...
I'm a coward. Wizard. Blue. Okay.
Easy.
All right.
Sorry,
nice 4-1.
sorry, chat for the dude. That's like I've said this before. I've been very vocal. Where you have infinite resources are some of the most insane things because you have infinite resources and then it makes you like go to all the lines and it messes you up really bad.
Exactly. Yeah. No. I know it's when the world's your oyster. Sometimes you get lost in the oyster.
Exactly,
brother. That's the words of wisdom. Man, well, that was fun. I like to think that if we didn't keep that kind of sketchy hand in game one against that first opponent, the Artifacts player, we might have been able to squeeze out a trophy, but we'll have to settle for the 4-1. I guess it just means that we'll have to get Mike back on here again to get the trophy at some point. Dude, thanks so much.
That was fun.
Thanks so much for coming along. This is a blast.
Yeah.
So
until next time.
Until next time, indeed. One really quick question for you. Why do you think you're so successful at Magic? This is my last my last question.
I think I play a lot is one of them. But the other thing is I also have the mindset of like I'm very humble in the sense that I have the mindset that I always can improve. And I think that it's really important. Like I think that there's a fine line of understanding. I'm just now starting to get confident in terms of like my actual ability, but I think a lot of it is even when you're winning, you should be really good at finding how you could improve. And some people don't do that. Some people are just like, oh, I just won this. But it's like, if you played like crap and you won, you're not going to get any better.
Right.
And then when you lose and you played like crap, you're not going to realize it. You're going to feel like you got unlucky and stuff like that because you're not used to seeing how you can improve. So have an improvement mindset and that helps you get a lot better.
That's, I think, really good advice. I feel like I am like not quite confident enough yet. Like I kind of I get a little anxious sometimes when I'm playing, and then I like maybe make bad decisions or I don't feel confident in my own ability to like navigate a situation. So I think I could do with like a slight bit more confidence, but then also to like, recognize what you can do in games that you win better, so that you can win better. Like, I think that's...
well, and also when
really
you don't have the same margins, like that last game is a perfect example. Trying to think of a good solution is still important because if you remove 5 of those 6 resources, you still have to find the one winning line.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not always that you're living in riches. So even using the situations where you're living in riches to figure out how you would win given a lot higher constraints is important. For sure.
That's a good, I think, piece of parting advice from Mike. Thank you so much for coming on, dude. I really, really appreciate it. People have been loving these guest videos, so I just want to keep doing as many as I can. For the time being. If anyone wants to get in touch with you, Eureka22422 on Twitter, am I right?
Eureka22422_MTG on X and Blue Sky, and then on Discord it's just Eureka22422. So hit me up.
Sick. Awesome.
And listen to our podcast, Legacy Small Talk. It's a great I love it a lot. I hang out with Romario and Jared, and it's a lot of fun. So
I can attest that it's a lot of fun having been on it myself. Definitely check out the Legacy Small Talk podcast, everybody, if you haven't. I feel like anyone watching me probably already knows about you, but you never know. We're slowly growing here. So
nice.
So cool. Yeah. Sick, dude. I'm gonna end this recording here. Have a wonderful day, everybody. And I'll see you again soon in another Doomsday video in the near future for sure.